Alright, what is up YouTube fam? Welcome back to another stream. How do I turn this up here? Hopefully that music's not too loud in the background. You guys let me know if that music's okay. Hopefully it's not too loud or annoying. But good to be back on stream. You guys have to bear with me. I'm a little bit ill today. I got a little bit of man flu. But we're still showing up. We're getting hydrated. I'm going to see what the markets bring today. Alright, let me just let the guys in on Zoom as well. In a second. And then we'll get started. We will get started. Yo, Riley, what's going on? What up, what up? Hope you guys are doing well. Goldie ended up having a pretty nice move yesterday on the back of FOMC. He had a nice big range fill on gold yesterday. A very nice big range fill. Which ended up being a pretty simple move actually. I personally didn't trade it. It was like 4 AM or something crazy for me, so I didn't get up to trade it. But yeah, no, so I was just after the open actually. FOMC didn't really do too much. But the New York Open actually gave it gave some pretty nice plays. Gave some pretty nice plays. Let me mute this. So if you guys did get any plays yesterday, good job. It was a pretty nice move. I'll explain it with you guys as well. We'll run over some liquidity points for the day, and start to break down some levels. Hi, good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's 4 PM for me. Let me just let the Zoom guys in. Alright, the boys are joining. What's going on, guys? Hey man, how's it going? How are you, man? The boys are joining. You guys have to bear with me today. I've got a little bit of man flu, but we're still pulling through. To see what today brings. We got unemployment claims today. So whether we get some movement in London, we'll have to see. But I thought we could just jump on and still, run over the markets and see what we got going on for the day anyway. And run over yesterday's moves.
I think you're muted.
I'm muted? Oh, shit. Shit. Sorry, there you go, man. Can you hear me now? I'm muted? That's weird. What the fuck? Can you guys hear me now? No? Can you perfect? Oh shit, there we go. Sorry, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Cool, sorry man, yeah, I was on the fucking... I had my microphone selected as my speaker selected as my microphone. Can hear you perfect, cool, yeah, alright, we're all sorted. But yeah, I just said I got a bit of man flu today, so you guys got to bear with me. We also have unemployment claims today, so we'll have to see if gold gives much movement in this European session, but I thought it'd still be good to jump on and run over gold moves yesterday, because gold actually ended up having some pretty clean moves yesterday. But we'll see what we get today. What time is it? It is 4:05. I think we're still early for a lot of the Zoom guys, but we'll start breaking it down anyway. See what we got going on for the day. So these were the give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just blow my nose. I'm gonna be fucking snotting all session here. Come back from Bali with a fucking damn cold. But yeah, gold ended up having a pretty nice move yesterday. So this was a kind of ranger, and this is the major support, sorry, major resistance, and the major support down there. And we actually wicked up at the open, and then had a pretty decent 200 tick drive back down to lows. It was a pretty nice move. I wasn't still on the charts then, but you know, shorting that level, you know, even shorting it here once it closes back below the low, back below the level was a pretty nice play. And then I think this was the trend line that you actually spotted, Angel, which was coming down here. Ended up breaking above, retesting and pushing up pretty nice. It was a pretty decent buy. I was actually looking to scalp some longs up into it as well, but I wanted to see us wick out these lows before getting that run up. But we ended up leaving a double bottom there as well, so you almost had a triple bottom there. So short down into that was a pretty nice move. And then FOMC came out about 6 o'clock London time, I believe. So around here, it didn't actually really do that much. You kind of whipped up a lot, and then you did have, you know, on the big drive, then you whipped out the highs one more time, and then ended up having a pretty, you know, from this resistance, pretty steep 90 tick push down, where you grabbed these lows here, but just more so just tapped back into this support and then kept pushing higher. So yeah, it didn't look like FOMC really did too much. Nothing crazy, nothing significant. And then you got unemployment claims again today, and then you got NFP tomorrow. So it's a very fucking crazy week fundamentally. So today will probably be the last trading day of the week with NFP tomorrow. But right now, as it stands, I was, you know, watching a little bit of Asia today, see if we were going to get some movement and some breakouts, but I haven't seen any just yet, unfortunately. So obviously probably not what everyone wants to hear, but the reality is on gold right now, we're just stuck in this little range, stuck between this resistance and this support. Let me have a look at the chart, man. Let's have a look. Oh, we got some big pound news this morning as well, I believe. Oh yeah, I saw that you spot that one. That's a nice one, man. Where's that? 30. Yeah, I like that. So you got it from. Let me zoom out a bit.
I've got that one that's from yesterday, and then I've got another one that's from today. It's like a little intraday one.
Yeah, I like that, man. So where have you got it? You got it from.
Oh, that's on the future. So I'm on the current.
Oh yeah, shit. I was like, man, why does that look so different? I can't figure out where it is. There you go. Yeah, nice. So you got this one coming on. Yeah, this is a nice one actually. That's a nice spot, man. Let's get rid of these ones because these have all been grabbed now. So let me get rid of these lows. Got grabbed. These highs got grabbed. These lows got grabbed. Yeah, that's a nice one actually. I like that trend line. That's a nice spot, man. So if we can see, you know, a potential retracement, you know, back down into these levels, then that could be a nice buying opportunity. If we can get it. Yeah, go on, man. You're good.
See how that when he bounced down and then he started coming back up, that candle actually grabbed the previous. Would that still be valid for grabs, or that's already considered as a liquidity grab? Out of the trend line on the bottom, on the little one on the bottom.
This one?
1983 355. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. So we did actually, you know, we wicked out previous load and had that move. So you wouldn't really be watching this. The only reason I have it marked on is just because I feel like we could probably come back down and retest here. But yeah, you're right. This low did wick out this low, so there's not really and that was actually a nice little triple bottom there as well. So you kind of had that. You had 1, 2, 3 triple bottom wicked out, a nice retracement.
Yeah.
And then you got yesterday's high up here, wicked out previous, then had to push down. So the only, like, I guess you could be watching that high as well. But yeah, I mean, if we can pull back down to here, you know, I'll consider buys up into trend line. That's a nice trend line spot, man. It's probably the only clear liquidity point that I can probably see right now.
Yeah, for today.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I can't really analyze too much at the minute. I was hoping Asia was going to give some breakouts so we could get some some more levels coming into London. But yeah, you got this level down here. If you can bounce back down into that, or even bounce back up and play this range, then excuse me, that would be a potential. Previous hourly has just closed. Some pretty doji candles. You've got no top wick on this current hourly just yet, and you got resistance right there. Morning, bro. Good morning, man. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Let me just.
What's up?
Hey, man. How's it going? How are you?
Looks like we are in a pretty tight range right now.
Yeah, difficult, man. Very, very difficult. There's no clear. I'm even really interested. There's no clear liquidity points, to be honest.
Like even on the high time frame, we are on a big range, and now on the 1 hour we are on a smaller range.
Yeah, it's a very difficult week, I think. You got unemployment claims today, NFP tomorrow. You got gold support right now is holding up pretty nicely, actually. Yesterday you did wick out previous daily lows, so I think you could come and target yesterday's high. It just depends if we're going to come and target that before the news, or is the news going to come out and this is going to be the bottom wick of this weekly, and the weekly is almost ready to start flipping bullish. We've seen thing is, excuse me, on the higher time frame, we've seen gold push up for 1, 2, 3 weekly candles in a very, very aggressive week. So I almost think it's about time we start to get like a doji or a bearish weekly close. You have a nice run up here, you close bearish on a weekly, grab the lows and then the retracement. So kind of something similar to that. And I have last week's low marked out. I did have last week's low marked out here as a potential point. If this week if we don't start to flip bullish from here, then we close doji. Next week you could see that low get grabbed, and then you could see that retracement back to the highs pretty soon. Unless you start flipping bullish from here. We're at a pretty strong daily level where if the day closes bullish, it's going to be a nice morning start to potentially come and grab the highs. So it's a very, very big level where if the weekly was going to start to flip bullish, it's at an area, and on the daily you don't really need to come down and grab any lows. Yesterday grabbed a lot of previous daily lows, so if you re-break this low here, you're probably just going to be pushing down. So if you want to see this low respected, you could see gold push higher, higher on a high time for perspective. Yeah, that is nice, man. What's that on that? No, 15. Yeah, let's have a look. You guys, excuse me, I'm gonna be coughing and sniffing all day.
The last day because of NFP tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, and then no trading tomorrow. Yeah, nice double bottom spot there, man. Yesterday's high is a double top. Yesterday's high up here. Yeah, so you got a nice trend line coming on down here. So if you come back down, excuse me, if you come back down to this double bottom that you just spotted, then people are going to be trying to do something like this, and then once you start seeing something like this, then you could be looking for something like this, and then then you could be looking for that decent buy later on. I think gold's come back down and retest these levels would be pretty nice.
Yeah, it makes sense that it will just spike down again, just grab a bit more of it.
Yeah, I think so, man. I'd like to see that. I would like to see that.
Or potentially just grab everything, spike down, grab all of them, and then come back up.
Yeah, I think so, man. Play the range. Sorry, why no trading tomorrow? You got NFP tomorrow, so you got unemployment claims today, and you got NFP tomorrow. So I personally, I get a bit skeptical even trading on Thursdays. You got NFP. It depends how volatile it is. I don't think recently it's been as crazy volatile as it used to be in previous times, but yeah, you still wanna be very careful trading on a day like NFP, or just take it off and just use it as a study and observation day. Yo, what's going on, man? Are you watching oil? A lot of liquidity at 80.20. Yeah, we can have a look, man. We're waiting for gold, so we may as well have a look at some other instruments. There's a lot of pound news today as well, so maybe we'll take a look at the pound. I think in like about an hour, I believe. What's the date today? 2nd. We're on the wrong calendar. Where are we? Yeah, a lot of pound news today. Oh, it's not until 12 p.m. London time actually. But you got some big pound news. If you guys trade pound futures or pound USD, you know, be very, very careful of that, because that's going to be very volatile as well. Oh yeah, oil liquidity at 18.20. Is that, yeah, probably this low? How did oil close on the daily? Oh, nice and bearish on oil on the daily. Nice top wick today. You'll probably see us drive lower. Yeah, I think so. Oh man, I've got a severe case of man flu. I apologise. Severe case of man flu. 18. Oh, it's 18.20. Yeah, down here. Yeah. Oil looks pretty good to continue dropping down. You've also kind of, is that a double top, or have you already grabbed it? No, I already grabbed it. I mean, just have a look at, I don't really trade it, but let's just have a look at pound coming into this news. If you guys trade pound USD, one to watch. Wow, look how choppy this is. So pound coming into news 4 hour. You know, this is pound futures, but you guys who trade FX, this is just GBP USD. Double top, double bottom. So you're in a pretty tight range coming into the news, which is pretty interesting. Let me just readjust this up. So you got double bottom down there. You've had a nice strong push up. So 2 highs and lows to watch for on pound futures. Little double bottom here as well. Look at that. So if you can grab the highs, you know, you could see pound come out with a pretty strong push down. If you can see pound spike out these highs as initial reaction from the news, you could be looking for a nice push down. The reason you don't want to see the highs grabbed before the lows and not the lows grabbed before the highs is because you're already pretty much at resistance. So you're basically hovering around resistance before the news comes out. So any rejection from here, and that's the same as gold, you know. Anytime there's big news, if you got gold trading around a big level of resistance and a double top, before the news comes out, you spike it down, then you could be looking for that real move. As long as that didn't get grabbed on as long as these lows didn't get grabbed on pound USD, that's a pretty nice level to watch. Yeah, gold futures. This was the open at 2 o'clock yesterday. Actually, like I say, actually did have a pretty nice move, and then FOMC came out and we did absolutely nothing. How many ticks is this range? 50, not bad. What time did you tap into that? 1:30. Asia tapped in, dropped down. Nice. Yeah, I'm not going any lower than the 5 at the minute. Well, so you also got some support here.
The moment I opened the 1 hour today, I was like, nah.
Yeah, honestly, man. Yeah, that's why it's good to go straight onto it. Whenever you see it like that, it's like, yeah, nah, man. Don't even watch it.
Because if even the 1 hour look shit, like just imagine.
Yeah. If the 1 hour is shit, the 5 minutes gonna be even fucking worse. There's the current range you're playing in right now.
It's not even 30 ticks.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Very tricky week. Very, very tricky week.
I took a small 10 tick loss with one contract yesterday. That was the sells. Like the moment I got out, it started chopping up and then sold out.
That was from around here, wasn't it? I think.
It was on Friday. It
I think it
was.
was around
Let's
here.
see.
Was it this one? I
Was
think.
it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a nice play as well. Yeah, look at that 5 minutes. Fucking
It was like
man.
the moment we grabbed these highs,
Oh, sorry, man.
this bearish oh.
Sorry, man. There you go.
The moment we grabbed those highs and the candle closed bearish, I took the break of the low.
Mm.
Next one closed like a doji, and then as soon as the next one closed a bit bullish, I closed out.
Yeah, and then look at that. Fucking
And it started chopping up and like eventually it went to TP, but took a lot of chop.
Yeah, loads, man. 5 minute went bearish. That even if you had taken like the break of the low here off that 5 minute close bearish, that would have been a lovely one as well. And then straight back to a bullish candle. You'd be either cutting it there or cutting it here. It's fucking 5 minute was crazy.
Like after I saw 5 to 6 candles chopping up at the 5 minute, I was like, nah, I don't want to take this.
Yeah, 100%, man. It was wild. Took what 1, 2, 3, 4 15-minute touches just to be able to have enough liquidity to have a 30 pip drop. It's crazy.
Not even worth it.
Nah, not worth it, man. No way. It's fucking wild. I actually wanted to try and catch the buys up into this trend line from down here, but I had this double bottom marked on, and I was waiting for this to get grabbed before potentially seeing this run up, which would have been like if we grabbed these lows, close back above, would have been.
Yeah.
But didn't even grab the lows, so they came down and got grabbed later on.
Yeah, I remember yesterday on the stream we were talking about this.
Yeah. And then
Grabbing the lows, but it didn't.
And then it ended up. I think we decided to get up for like maybe here, and then I just continued to range.
Yeah, I was looking for some buys, but there were no real entries after the break of the structure.
Nah, me neither, man. I agree, and because it ended up having a pretty nice move up on the 30. But yeah, there was no bottom wick on any of these 30 candles. So I was like, maybe once we come and grab these highs, you could be looking for a little scalp back down because they had no bottom wicks, and then boom, straight back up. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning. I saw Uncle Don stuck in a pretty big position. Man's on a 24-hour stream, which is crazy. Gotta love it, good man. He's on his grind. 24-hour stream. Yeah, this 15 Goldie. Yeah, you're very likely going to see these lows get grabbed on gold. I mean, if you grab previous highs, what is this? It's a very tight range, but you could scalp. If you can see this 15 grab previous highs, that you could scalp a little move down. Oh, that's the double bottom you were just talking about. Sorry, you could see a potential little scalp into that. Excuse me, man, I'm blocked up today. I'm blowing my fucking brains out today. Holy. But yeah, if anyone else is watching anything else other than gold, feel free to shoot it over. Even if we don't trade it, I'm still happy to have a look whilst we're waiting for this breakout here. And some volume. I expect probably everything is probably chopping quite a lot. Hey, I know I actually saw crypto had a nice bounce. Crypto to the moon. Where's all the moon boys at? All the crypto gurus are back in town. Look at this. That's 30% bounce. AUD USD retracing. Let's have a look, man. AUD USD. Haven't looked at this in a while. So the last time I did AUD analysis back in March. Look at this. Oh yeah, it looks like a nice correction. Potentially have a push up. Yeah, it's pretty nice on AUD USD. You had a huge amount of support here. So you had this support here. People jumping longs here, jumping longs here. Anyone who's jumping long here is either a break even, or anyone who's jumping in long here, stop loss below that low. So you wicked out them lows, and you've actually had a pretty nice bounce there. So that's quite a nice retracement there, and you have a lot of liquidity to the highs on AUD USD. Look at this, you have a shit ton of liquidity up here. You know, same thing to the lows. Anyone who is shorting this is going to be looking to do something like this. So you could see AUD USD spike out these highs. If you guys do trade, I'd be very skeptical and wary of taking shorts. You know, you already created a nice little double top here on the daily. So anyone who's trying to short AUD USD is probably trying to do something like this. As soon as these highs get grabbed, you know, they all of a sudden start bringing stops all the way up here. So you could see some pushes higher on this. I don't really trade AUD USD anymore, but it looks like a pretty nice buying opportunity. You already had a very nice spike out there last Thursday. So you grabbed the lows, broke back above, created more liquidity on this high. So you're grabbing this high. Now you're going to come all the way up and grab this high. So that's a pretty nice range to play there. You know, same as here. You grab the lows, you have a big move up. How's this on the weekly? I haven't looked at these pairs, these Forex pairs in a while. Yeah, look at that. So all of these weekly rejections is purely a retail trap of all retail traders who try and trade breaks and retests. Try and take something like this. So to see AUD USD spike a lot higher, looks like a pretty easy trade, to be honest. Let's have a quick look at gold. Are we moving? No, not yet. Let me just in case, you never know. No, does that work or not? There you go. Right. So yeah, AUD USD retracing. Yeah, I think AUD USD will spike up a lot higher. Be very careful of jumping in shorts until you grab these highs and these highs up here. US 30. Yeah, let's have a look. What is it? We'll do it on the futures. US 30. Sticky pace US 30. Yeah, does he trade just US 30? I think he just trades US 30. Let me just have a quick look at the monthly close. It's always good to look at your monthly closes when you get that closure. So on a pretty bearish run on US 30, but you're now coming into some pretty decent support. So you are seeing a nice little bounce here. Weekly's already about to grab previous weekly highs, which is pretty nice. How did yesterday close? Yeah, you're creating a lot of upside liquidity on US 30 as well. You'll very likely see this spike higher. You know, you could see US 30 tap back into these levels, probably like what 33.8, call it. 33.8, like a potentially nice level to spike back into. You see here, it's a very big level. So on any retracement, you know, you'd want to be looking for something like this. On the hourly, yeah, really nice bounce actually. Big range, broke out of it, came back down, retested the highs of the range, pushed higher. So bring it to, if you were looking for intraday targets, you'd probably be wanting to be watching something around here. You also have a very nice double top here as well. So you got pretty nice liquidity regions to spike into. Here. And here. So I'll be saying, yeah, on any retracement on US 30, you probably want to be looking to take that higher. Currently, NAS, I've read it's going down to collect the weekly lows, as it's the highest it's been in a week now. Am I wrong? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So you're saying it's going to come down into weekly lows. I've read that it's going to go down, collect weekly lows. The highest it's been in a week now. Am I wrong? Really quick check the monthly. Monthly has also, you know, pretty similar to US 30, bounced off a pretty heavy level of support, and that's why you're having a pretty strong retracement. Yesterday's closed bullish back above this support. So I personally wouldn't be running in any shorts on Nasdaq till you get some daily closures, you know, back below this level. As long as you trade above this now, you may actually keep pushing higher. So looking for a lucky. Nice, man, nice. Does that mean full margin gold buys or something? But yeah, I think as it stands right now, you know, you may see Nasdaq push higher. If you can come back down, you know, retest like these levels, you know, you could see it retrace a little bit more. It's not to say overall, you know, you won't keep pushing down. You haven't, in this whole move up, you haven't grabbed any daily lows. So that's also pretty interesting. But you did also have a major double bottom down here. So you got basically a triple bottom down here on Nasdaq that's now been grabbed and instantly retraced. If you get daily closures back below this level, then amazing, you could continue selling off. But yeah, as it stands, I think you'll probably see Nasdaq correct a little bit more, to be honest, Matt. If you get retracements, you know, you may look for buys off this support, or if it's a fake out and you close back below, amazing, you could look to short it. Then you've got all of these daily lows to be grabbed as well.
Gold is having a nice little drop.
Sorry, man.
Gold is trying to drop down to the lows.
Oh, nice.
Tweaking out.
Yeah, if we can wick out these highs, it's going to be a pretty nice level to buy into. Why have we got so many fucking alerts here now? Why do I have like 3 alerts? Go away. Yeah. So now on gold, same as what we're saying, anyone who is buying gold is trying to do something like this.
Let's trade orange juice.
I'll trade anything at the minute, man. I'm trading cattle now. We're gonna trade cattle, soybeans.
It just hit all-time high.
Really? Let me see. What's let's trade some
I saw
cattle.
this tweet from TradingView. Orange juice hit another all-time high this week.
Let me see this. Orange juice prices hits a all-time high. What the fuck? This is real.
Yeah, this is real.
Oh yeah, fuck, I gotta start changing. What is it? FCOJ. Where is it? And that's not what it is? I thought you were winding me up. OJ. OJ's hitting all-time highs. Oh, look at that. Yeah, OJ is hitting some all-time highs. That an instant sell-off. Holy shit. So as soon as the news comes out that orange juice hits all-time highs, look at that fucking instant sell-off. That's a pretty nice trend. I have to start trading orange juice. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a fucking... Holy. Fucking hell. That's a lovely push. That's a lovely trend. I, for the life of me, did not know You could trade frozen concentrate orange juice futures. See, this is the value that we get from jumping on stream today. We've learned that you can now trade orange juice. USD CAD, yeah, we can take a look. Oh, there you go. 5 minute close, no top wick. You've just grabbed previous 5 minute highs here. It's just so fucking choppy. What do you have? Scalped in ticks, but it's fucking choppy. Trade OJ and make bank, yeah. Fucking hell, look at that. Look at that chart. Able to trade orange juice on top step? I don't think so. I wish. We're making absolute bank. Look at that. It's just 300% return. You buy some orange juice for $100, sell it at 400. Look at that. Spidey senses is tingling. Now, unfortunately not. I mean, you can trade cattle on top step though. If anyone wants to trade cattle whilst you're waiting for gold to break out.
Yeah, what's the price of orange juice? It's 370 USD.
Yeah, it just smacked 400 and had an instant sell off. Yeah, you can trade cattle on top step if you want. Cattle's been on a pretty nice run as well. 100% return on cattle.
Yeah, double your money.
Oh yeah, double your money right there. In April 20 to 2023 now. You've doubled your money pretty well there. Nice little uptrend. I usually know people who trade soybeans. I've never looked at it, but yeah, people trade soybeans futures.
I'm bullish on FWA.
Yeah, get your shares up on that. FWA to the moon.
Issue me in shares at discount price.
Yeah, take a look at USD CAD.
I'll get those preference shares.
Corn looking bearish. Yeah, we'll take a look at corn. Yeah, a lot of people do trade corn and USD CAD. Let's have a look at USD CAD. USD CAD is also very similar to AUD USD. You've grabbed the lows. You have a pretty decent amount of highs to come and grab. So I would say, yeah, I'd probably say USD CAD. You'll probably overall see it continue to push higher. You know, for this whole move down here, you never really wicked out any highs here. So these highs here are going to be a potential liquidity grab. I don't trade it since we've trading OJ cattle. Why not corn? Yeah, get on it, man. Get on it. Easy money. That's on the monthly. Excuse me. I didn't realize on such high time frame. Yeah, on monthly you'll probably see USD CAD continue to flip bullish. On the daily, you just wicked out these daily highs here, and you're currently starting to find some range, very similar to gold. That's the last time I analyzed USD CAD back in November. But I think USD CAD has you got a nice double bottom down here. So you may see some more lows get grabbed on USD CAD before that monthly flips bullish. So I'd say you probably want a steep bottom wick back down into these areas. Then, you know, from around here, you know, you may see USD CAD continue to push higher. I'll be watching oil closely though. You know, oil's having a pretty heavy sell-off as well, so you want to be watching for that Canadian dollar correlation. I told you could trade BTC and Ethereum futures on Top Step. No, I don't believe you can trade crypto futures on Top Step. There's a whole page dedicated to what you can trade on Top Step. Let me share the screen. I don't believe you can trade crypto futures. Nah. See, there's everything you can trade. You know, you can trade all equity futures. You can trade some currencies. You can trade oil, natural gas. You can trade the agricultural futures. You can trade the Dow. Trade the bonds, and you obviously can trade gold as well. But you know, you can't From what I know, you can't trade crypto futures. I had a major drawdown on my Top Step Express account. 160 away from burning it. Any ideas on how to salvage it? Well, obviously, you know, massively reduce your risk as a starter. But more importantly, get your mind right. You know, if your mind's not there, 5 minute close bullish. The 5 minute flips back bearish. In the last 5 of the 15, you may see this drop lower. But yeah, just get your mind right. You know, you have to go into these challenges, you know, with no expectations and you know. Actually, if this can flip bullish and grab these highs, what do you have? 20 ticks, not bad. Yeah, like, you know, it's unlikely that, you know, the first time you get funded with Top Step or any funding firm to pass and get a payout straight away, it's pretty difficult. So, you know, if you got through the first stage and you did get funded, then that's an incredible achievement in itself. So, be proud of how far you've come, regardless of if you lose the account or not. Be proud that you've got this far. You know, if you're a good trader and you're consistent, you'll very easily get it back. But for time being, you know, just take a refresh. Don't try and trade it on a week like this week. You got unemployment claims, you got NFP. This is not the week to go all in and force trades on it. That's for sure. You know, if you want to pay for a reset or anything like that, then, you know, it's not. It's always good to know that that's there. But yeah, just get your mind right. Work on your mindset. Obviously, you have to have a consistent, profitable trading plan in the first place. But if you know that you have one of them, then yeah, get your mind right before you go back into it, and trade very, very small size. You know, go trade some micros if you want to, and build it back up slowly. But don't think to yourself, you know, I have to make back this loss. You don't have to do anything. If you think like that, you're gonna blow up. Let me just blow my nose. Excuse me, guys. Oh man, Aaron, been loving the content. Thank you, man. Inspired me to try and move. Stop more to a loss. Any ideas now? Take tips. Try and move my stop loss more. Yeah, I mean, I have loads of tips. Like, I could talk about keeping losses as small as possible all day, but I mean, in the most simplest of ways, let's say, for instance, right now, you are buying gold and you're looking to do something like this. You're buying gold off the fact that it's broken back above this level, coming back down to retest. You buy, looking for this to flip bullish and come and grab some highs. You got your hard stops down here. For me personally, if this doesn't drive, and if this 5 minute closes bearish or the 5 minute closes back below there, that's my real stop loss. My real stop loss is if you close back below the level that I'm trying to buy off. You know, even though my hard stop will be down here, this level that I'm reacting off price trading above, if it gets broken, I'm going to react to the fact that it's been broken the exact same way that I'm reacting to if it trades above. So the second that it comes, like, you know, say if it closes all of a sudden here heavily bearish, you know, I'll bring my stop up to below that low and either take the loss there or get out at break even, but I won't let it come anywhere near this hard stop. The hard stop is that's a great trade, Jay. What's that? Was that NASDAQ? Let me see that, man. That's a great trade. NASDAQ, yeah, lovely. What's that on the 15? Yeah, great short there, man. 15 flip bearish, top wick. That's a great position, Jay. Good trade, man. Very, very good trade. But yeah, like, see, like here, right now, you know, second this 5 minute closes bearish, doesn't drive off the level, you know, you're already managing your risk. And that's just an example. If you were to buy gold right now, say if you get sells on gold at this resistance, and it doesn't close in your favor and it starts to close against you, at any retracement, you know, you want to be managing your risk. You got to keep your losses small, like I say. Trading with 1% risk and letting your trade hit 1% stop loss every time is a very poor way to trade. A very, very basic retail way to trade. My trades haven't hit full stop loss in like over 4 or 5 months. And the only time it does is if I don't get the opportunity to, you know, cut it at break even. Like, for example, if you go long here, then, you know, for whatever reason, you get a crazy amount of volume and before the close you can't manage, you know, then sure, take the full loss. But, you know, if this 5 minute was to close bearish here right now, you know, I'd be cutting it at like 0.5 or 0.2% risk. So as soon as it doesn't drive, you know, you just want to manage your risk straight away. And that goes if you're trading fibs, trading trend lines, support and resistance, trading liquidity. It doesn't matter. It's all the same shit. You react to it in the exact same way. Managing your risk is very, very important. That 15's just closed with a pretty nice wick, I believe, on gold. What's my computer lagging? Yeah, may grab them lows, but let me just make sure my video is not trying to upload. This is lagging. But yeah, I got a new video coming out as well about Topstep's new trading platform, which is actually very exciting. Topstep have created their own trading platform, which it looks fucking amazing, to be honest. So I'm uploading a video on that. Well, I'm gonna cancel. I'll upload it later after the stream. But yeah, it's pretty exciting to see them making their own platform. Corner's looking bearish. Let's have a look. Wrong chart. Let me go here. Corn futures. Let's have a look. Corn futures. Corn futures are a pretty nice support. A very, very big support on corn futures. A very tight range though. I don't trade corn futures. I don't know the fundamentals behind them, but technical wise, it's a pretty nice support level. Do you trade NAS 100? Nah, not really, man. Nah, not really. I used to trade it, but nah, I don't really watch it anymore. I just trade gold. Gold gives me enough bank multiple times a week that I personally don't trade anything else. Nothing wrong with trading NAS though. Some of the guys in the community trade NAS and they trade it very well. Jay actually just in Zoom just took a nice sell on Nasdaq futures off the 15. You know, our plan still works on Nasdaq very well, but I personally I just like trading gold. I like coming into every day knowing what I'm trading, what size I'm trading, and that's what I'm trading. So Jay in Zoom just got this lovely sell actually. The fuck is the stop loss so big? Like this. So good to see the plan working out. You put short down into some lows. Already be taking some profit, which is nice. I appreciate it. You said about reduce. Should I trade MGC instead of GC? Yeah, trade the micros, man. Yeah, trade the micros and trade it small and build it up. And don't rush it. It's going to take some time for sure, but you know, if it's worth it, rather than starting a whole new account, then just stick with it and yeah, just trade micros and trade it very small. But the most important thing to do when you're down on a challenge or on a funded account, whatever, is get your mind right. Most of the times when I've fucked up on a challenge or lost a funded account is simply because I go into drawdown, when you first start it, and you just mentally screw yourself and you just dig yourself a deeper and deeper hole. It's got nothing to do with technicals, but at the time you don't realize that. You think it's got everything to do with the technicals, and you start trying to learn stuff you've never done before, and you start trying to do stuff you've never done before, but you trade it the exact same way that you did to get funded, then just stick with that. You're gonna have little losing streaks every now and again, but as long as you're managing your risk, just stick with what you're doing. Don't try and do other things. More technicals does not mean you're going to make more money and know more things. It's going to bring you more problems, to be honest. Can you pay for resets on funded accounts? No, not on funded accounts. No, on the challenges you can. Well, you see, if you get funded, then you just go back to the phase 1 anyway. So you could be funded again, you know, essentially in like a week if you smash out a funded again. Good thing about Top Step is it's only a one-step funding process. It's not as if you have to go through like 2 steps. If it was 2 steps, you know what it used to be. When you were funded, you would just go back to phase 2. You don't have to go 1, 2, and then funded again. But now it's only 1 step. It's 1 step and then funded. I nearly wanted to make a dumb risk of going 2 contracts and then queue. Nah, don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You regret it. Just trade micros and trade it slowly. Has that come out yet? No, I'll be probably releasing it tomorrow, right? I won't be trading or streaming tomorrow, so I'll probably put it up for the same time that we would be on stream. How can I access Discord and Zoom? You can check it out here if you want to, man. No pressure to do so, but you can have a look. 1476. Sorry, Jimmy, I just saw your message, man. But yeah, it looks like Nasdaq actually does have a nice little 776. Yeah, nice little double bottom. Like support down there on Nas. Little range. For futures, where would be a good resource to look at fundamentals? Isn't the links below the video? You just use Forex Factory, or you can use a website called Financial Juice. Financial Juice is pretty good. But I don't care about fundamentals. You know, I don't trade news, but I don't not trade news. That doesn't make any sense. I won't not take a position because there's news, because that's the volume. That's what you need, right? And when you're backtesting, you're not backtesting what news is going on. So, as long as it's not something like NFP, then I'm not gonna like NFP and FOMC are obviously a no-go. But anything other than that, yeah, I don't care. I don't read fundamentals either. I find fundamentals and learning about fundamentals incredibly boring. But that's just me. Some people love it. I find reading about fundamentals so boring. So I'm like a 95% technical trader. Even when there is big news, my technicals and all my liquidity points are always in place, and they always end up getting smashed as soon as that news comes out. Yeah, we had this nice liquidity points drawn yesterday, and then the news absolutely smashed it. We already had our levels marked in anyway. It's very rare that these aren't going to get grabbed, even if there is news. You know, you don't want to open a position right at news, but you don't want to be scared of opening a position near news or like 5 minutes after news. It all depends on how crazy volume, how crazy the volatility is. What's called the platform? It's called Top Step X. They released it in one of their Top Step TVs, but I've got like just a quick like 6-7 minute video coming out talking about it all, man. They decided to create their own platform once they had them issues with Tradeovate, and it looks like a very good platform, to be honest. I won't say too much. You guys can check the video hopefully tomorrow. But it's interesting. It's very interesting. What time is it? Coming up to 7 AM London time, which is where we'd normally be jumping on. Time to get my mind straight. Yeah, good man. Get it straight, man. Get it right. Get it right. Remember, the charts are going nowhere, man. Markets are going nowhere. Even if gold moves 1,000 pips today, you still got your move coming the next day, man. Charts are going nowhere. Well, man, thanks for the 5-minute flip lecture. We helped my trading. Awesome. Amazing to hear. Good to hear it. That's what we love to hear. More value in all them videos and on these streams than, you know, most gurus try and sell for. So That's what we love to hear. But yeah, we're just waiting for some. I'm just waiting for some breakouts here on gold. This 15. So you got the hourly close in like 4 minutes. So if this 15 flips bullish, you know, you never know. You may see a drive, but it's pretty. It's not one I would take too much risk on because you got to put your stop loss right at a double bottom. You know, 30 ticks, 60 ticks. That's not bad. It's not bad. But let's just wait. Let's wait for the hourly close here, and then we're actually coming into our normal trading window now as well. I've just been jumping on a little bit earlier this week because we've got so much news that I'm not going to stick around for heaps of time. But, well, to be honest, even recently, pre-London at like 6 AM, the past few weeks has actually been having pretty nice moves. I think it's only because we've got such big fundamentals this week. But I've seen a lot recently the past few weeks, like 6 AM London times. Yeah, I've been having some pretty decent moves. Excuse me. But YouTube fam, drop a little like for the stream. Sharing a lot of wisdom, even if you haven't jumped in a position just yet. Got that 15 flipping bullish now. You haven't really grabbed any lows. Yeah, I think you're gonna get a breakout here on gold. As long as you don't push too high right now, I think you may see a push up into these highs because you're bouncing around this trend line, and this is the level where most people try and short now. People try jumping shorts here, stop loss above this high, so you could see a pretty nice spike up here. As long as you don't push too much, I would like to see that buy because it's actually not a bad little play. It's like 22 ticks. I'll probably take it half risk. But it's not a bad play. After live tomorrow starts at 8:55. I need to change it, man. I won't be streaming tomorrow with NFP. Well, I might when we get a nice close like this. I'll change it. I'll change it after. But yeah, if I do take any trades today, I think it's going to be half risk, as my initial position anyway. Initial position will probably be half risk, yeah. Owlie's in a very tight range. The best way to manage many accounts depends. If you're scalping many accounts, you just want to use a trade copier, to be honest, man. If you're more swing trading them, it doesn't really matter. You can kind of still manage them pretty easy without missing anything. But if you're scalping, you probably want to be using a trade copier. Let me just see how this hourly's just closed on gold. Yeah, pretty doji, but I do still think you got potential to see gold flip more bullish here because you're reacting off this trend line pretty well. So if you were to take buys on the break of this high, you didn't grab any 5-minute lows here either. Stop loss placement is pretty sketchy on this because you haven't grabbed any of these. But the reason I want to see buys is because you got price reacting off this trend line so much that anyone who's jumping in short right now on gold is trying to do something like this. So the likelihood of you seeing gold spike higher is pretty likely. You just have a lot of 5-minute lows that haven't been grabbed yet either. I mean, if you could grab some lows, then amazing. You know, I would consider buys. If we come all the way down here first, I would 100% look for them buys. That would be worth my risk. Even on a day with unemployment claims, that would still be worth my risk.
Is this live on YouTube today?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So is it for the challenge that you were doing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, man, but I haven't done it so well because it's so choppy. The thing is, I got billed on it the other day as well, so I was like, we need to get it going again. Yeah, you're creating a lot of liquidity here on gold today. Is that a double top as well? Yeah. So you got a lot of... I'm going to get rid of this trend line. You guys know we've got the trend line coming on down here. That's what we're looking to buy into. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to get rid of this as well. I'm going to get rid of this as well. And this is the only real levels that we're going to be working with. The reason we're watching these lows down here is because before this current move up, you never wicked out any lows. So the likelihood of these lows getting grabbed is very likely. Are we going to grab the highs and then grab the lows? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, we're in a pretty tight range today. In a very tight range. You know, you could. The reason I'm not taking this 5-minute flip is because of this. If I did take this, you know, stops would have to be down here, because at any point you could wick out all of these lows. So if you put your stop loss here, your stop loss could get hit right before the real move. How's everyone? Good, thank you, bro. Good. Good to have you on the stream, man. Let's stand up for a little bit. There we go. Alright guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to grab a drink whilst we wait for some movement here. Hey boss, how long you been in the trading career? 5 years, man. 5 years. Or could it happen to the opposite? Grab the lows and then the highs? Yeah, definitely, man. That's why I'm not really jumping in a trade. Because we're in the middle of the range, so you don't really know which is going to get grabbed first. So you can only really trade once the other's been grabbed. So if you grab the lows, then amazing. Then you got buys up into the highs. Vice versa. If you grab the highs, then you got shorts into the lows. So it's just a matter of which are we going to grab first, so then we can then take that trade. You know, you have a nice little third drive here, so you may you may see the lows grabbed first. Cheers from Philippines. What's up, man? Good to have you on the stream. I've never been to Philippines before, but I would love to visit the Philippines. And can you help me up with the GC contract if I want to just trade GC today's option chart? Well, I'm trading futures, so if you're trading it here, it's just GCZ23. That's the futures chart you ought to be trading on your broker. It'll be GCZ23 here. If you're trading gold futures on your broker, that's what it will be, man. Anyone here trading NAS? I just had a look on NAS. You're ripping back high now. It's actually a nice move, actually. Nicer move than gold. You know, you bounced off that support, broke above, wicked out the lows, reflip back bullish. Not a bad little push. You're starting to get some. See, you're getting some volume elsewhere. So maybe we'll see some. We'll see some volume. The thing is, on gold, you know, gold can look so choppy. Then 1 5 minute can change anything. So you got to be ready for it. You could do nothing. All of a sudden, you know, gold could close like this. And then amazing, you could get some volume to spike up. So as soon as we get a nice strong 5 minute in any direction, then amazing. We are in. But yeah, I think November should be a good month. You know, you just got to get this week out of the way. Once you get this week out of the way, you know, you're pretty clear. Pretty clear. October was a good month, but I think November's going to give some pretty good volume as well. My average win and loss ratio last month was like a 1-3, which is pretty nice. Three is a good risk to reward. I didn't have any red days, which was pretty rare, but was pretty nice. Let's go. Let's not go too zoomed in on the 5 here. Let me just clean this 30 chart up. Get rid of this trend line. It's now been grabbed. 15. Let's adjust these levels. Yeah, I think 15 is going to spike out a lot of. Yeah, so on the 15, I would be watching this double bottom down here we spoke about. If you can grab these lows first, you know, then it's going to be a pretty nice buying opportunity up into the highs. What tracker app is that called? That's just TradeZella, man. It's a very clean journal. You know, you just drag and drop your statistics from your broker and it does it all for you. It's pretty neat. I only just started using it, but it's pretty good. It literally just does it all for you. That's what I like. I was using spreadsheet for a while, which I do still like using, but I sometimes forget to update it. Whereas there, I can just export all my trades and just drop them straight in. There you go, cool. So we're grabbing the lows here on gold, which is good. On the 30, you haven't grabbed any of these lows. So if you can come and grab some lows, then that's going to be a nice play. I want to see more lows grabbing that. I want to see some 30 lows get grabbed. As soon as you grab some 30 lows, you could be looking for a nice play here on gold. You're still bouncing off that trend line that we know is coming down here as well. So most retail traders right now are going to be looking to do something like this. And they're currently making bank, but it won't last for too long. And once you start grabbing some lows, then amazing, we want to be buying up into that. GCZ worth per tick. So $10 per contract, man. If you trade one contract, $10. So if you catch 10 ticks on gold, one contract, $100. 10 contracts, $1,000. So on average, I'm trading around 10 contracts. So if I catch, 10, 15, 20 ticks, it's like 1,000, 500, 1,000, 2,000. I took a trade last week when I was in Bali, which, let me see if I still, it's on my other computer. Well, I took one contract buy on gold for like 90 ticks is like $900 off one contract, which is pretty impressive. I held them runners the week before on gold for 270 ticks, which was again one contract was like $2,700. I think it's on this one. Yeah, here. Well, on that position. So yeah, $10 per tick per contract. You just worked out these lows here. Is that I don't think that's enough of a liquidity grab. See, now on the 30, you're creating even more. Look at all this liquidity down here. You're gonna see this spike a little bit lower here. What am I eating? I'm eating a protein dark chocolate and cranberry nut bar. It's not very exciting.
I wanted to ask, like, do you face any liquidity issues while placing a 10 contract order? Like, 5 gets filled at different price, 5 gets filled at different tick.
No, sometimes, but not really, to be honest, man. Only if, like, it comes like, say if I've got like, the order like right here. Sometimes it may just spike you in for a few. And I've had that with stop loss as well. Like, if I'm short here and I got my stop loss all the way up here, sometimes it will take me out for like 2 or 3 and I'll still have some in. But nah, it's rare, to be honest, man. Like if I just market executed, I get filled pretty easy. Yeah, every time, yeah. Because when you think about it, like, 10 contracts seems like a lot, but it's like, in the grand scheme of trading, like, 10 contracts is nothing.
Yeah.
You got people trading like fucking 1,000 contracts. It's insane, man. I don't know if I'll ever get to a level of trading 1,000 contracts, but maybe one day. Trading 1,000 contracts is fucking insane. I don't even know. I don't even know when I'll be able to trade 100. Even that will be fucking insane to me.
Yeah, 10k.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that 10,000 per 10 ticks? Yeah. Fuck.
10,000.
Man, that's disgusting, man. Now, what's this little drop on gold right now? I just had 13, so that's what, 13,000 right there? That's disgusting, man.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty fun to open like a large paper trading account, trade it like a real account, and trade like 100 contracts just to see how insane it would be. But yeah.
Yeah, feels different.
Yeah, man. I mean, 13,000, off this little drop is pretty fucking insane. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Definitely, you'll get there soon.
Soon, man. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully.
You're already at 10, so like, if you scale up, you'll get to 20, 50, and then...
Yeah, I'm already trying to get to a point where I'm like, at what point am I gonna scale to more? I'm not too sure, to be honest.
How much are you thinking after 10? 15 or 20?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. That's what I was also thinking, like, I think maybe 15, to be honest. I think 15, yeah. I think it'd be a big jump to go from 10 to 20. How do you convert XAU ticks to GCs to happen in a div chart? So if you do it on here, man, it's just the same. So like if you look at this drop down here, it says 133, but that's just 13 ticks. 13 ticks, 13 pips.
Do you hide your PNL while trading?
Nah, I don't, but I don't look at it, to be honest, man. That's why I like to have it on like a separate screen. Like I personally don't like to execute on TradingView because I don't want to see my positions when I'm in a trade. Although you know, if I take a trade now, I know where it is. I just don't really want to see it on my charts because I want to see it. I want to see it naked and clean. But yeah, I can look at it, but it's rare that I do. I try not to as much as possible.
Same for me. Like we do have an option in the Ninja Trader, like hiding it the PNL, like shows only in ticks.
Yeah, which is quite good. Yeah, I think it's probably good to do that. I know there's a. Sorry.
Even though I don't use it to execute, that's all.
Yeah,
Just like you.
yeah. Purely execute, man. That's it. I know there's a trader called John Rambo, and he talks about how he doesn't even he doesn't know how much he's even made in a day or like even made in a week. He just gets like his statement at the end of the month. And he's like, oh cool, that's how much I've made. And he doesn't look at it at all, which is pretty impressive. Just to wait for the end of the month to get your statement and be like, oh sweet, that's how much I've made or lost this month.
I really had this weird idea, like might sound weird, but it was like, suppose I just have to trade on my own, like I don't know what's the account size, I don't know what will be the PNL, I just have to trade it on my own, and at the end of the month, you get to know how much you made.
Yeah, that would be good, man. So you can't even see like the contract size, you just take the trade and manage.
Yeah, someone's taking it for me, like.
Yeah, that would be good, man. Yeah, that would be good.
Massive increase in performance.
Yeah, that would actually be, if you could find a way to do that, I think that would actually be super interesting. Like, you have no idea what contract size you're in. You know what ticks you're up. You don't know what your account size is or what the contract size is. You just get that end of the month statement.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Do you have any personal investments, if you don't mind sharing and asking? Nah, I don't know at the minute, man. It's something that I'll do at some point, but for me right now, day trading gives me the best return that anything else will give me. But at some point, I'll diversify for sure. Maybe into property one day. Something outside of trading, but yeah, right now, nothing else is going to give me as good of a return. I'm not really. Yeah, man, I'd love to. Nothing. Yeah,
I
nothing.
think LeBlanc built one.
Oh yeah, I'll watch him, man. Yeah, he's building one now. It looks insane. I like his videos. Right, there we go. Gold's having a nice push down here. This is what we want to see. So you're grabbing previous 30-minute lows now. This is good. This is what we want to see. We're 20 minutes into our normal session. It'll blow up everything. You build shit if the market's flip on you. Yeah, 100%. That's why I don't watch at the trades. I take my trade and I come the next day to win a small. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, it's a good shout. It's a good shout. That's why I keep mine separate. You know, although I could trade on TradingView here, I just like to have it separate. You know, I got one screen here, one screen here. This screen's for execution. This screen's for analysis. And to be honest, recently when I've been taking trades, I haven't even really been drawing up the risk to reward tool. I don't really need to, you know, I know where my exit point is, I know where my entry point is, I don't really need to draw on. I just feel like sometimes even if you have a risk to reward tool on, it kind of maybe affects you a little bit. Because if I draw on like this, all I have is this massive green box that's screaming longs in my face, but I don't want to see that. I just want to see a clean chart. I want to just trade, man.
Massive difference over there.
Yeah. I think it's good too.
It this week.
It's good too, man. I think it's good too.
Like since we mark those green into those eyes, we feel like the trade should go over there.
Yeah. Nah, it's the best way, man. If you only
just 1 RR, we feel like it's nothing since we have huge RR drawn up.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
And I don't take any partials, and then it hits break even.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like same as like, you know, if you get buys from here, you know, and say if you have stop loss just as an example, you know, like down here, and your targets have to be here because this is the level where you could grab. If you're looking at the risk rewards all the time, you'll be like, oh, it's only a 1-to-1 risk reward, so I'm not gonna take any profit. And then, you know, you're trading your risk reward, you're not trading the charts, and before you know it, comes back down and you've not secured anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as you know where your entry is, you know where your exit is, being able to trade a naked chart is probably one of the best things possible. I mean, we can pretty much trade like we can pretty much trade a naked chart here. Like, I don't even have to have this double bottom drawn on to know there's a double bottom down there and price may grab it, and I know there's some highs up here. Then if you can trade like that, it's amazing.
This is advanced trading.
It's how the real traders are trading, man. Not full of indicators, analysis everywhere. Fucking.
Naked charts.
I wish I could see what my charts were like when I very first started trading. I don't think I can go that. I don't think I published any that far back. You know, I used to use. Yeah, I used to use man. I used to use so many stupid indicators. Can I filter this by like oldest or something? How do I go back to? Oh, here we go, 19. Let's have a look. See what analysis we got going on here. Here we go. Alright, now we're talking. This is back in 2019. Let's see the very first thing I ever posted. Oh, looks like we got some moving averages on there. How did this one play out? Oh, what? Oh, I can't see.
I used to trade SMC.
Yeah, nice, man.
Those 2
People
to
do.
3 pip stop losses. 15
Yeah.
pips target.
100
One
risk
is
reward.
10 RR, 15 RR.
100 risk reward.
Yeah, I did that.
We'll get nice.
That's why I remember my first challenge with MFF. Like, it was like November 2021, and I used to trade SMC. So, in the month of November, the volume was good, and I hit like 2 trades with 1:14 RR.
That's crazy.
And I was like, yes, I'm ready for the challenge. And then I start my challenge in January. Now,
Yeah.
since it's after New Year's, the volume is low. So I just take my first trade. It's a loss. I was like, I'll cover it. It's 1:14 next trade.
Yeah.
And bam, 12 losses in a row.
Oh
That
man.
comes good.
That's the thing. Like, people who focus so much on like getting squeezing out like 1 to 10 risk to reward. It's like, man, I would rather have like more consistent 1 to 3s and 1 to 2s than that jackpot trade every time.
Yeah, now I'm not chasing 1:14. So I'm even happy with 1:1.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, absolutely. It's amazing.
If the ticks is like more than 20, 10 is to 10, 15, 20 ticks, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, 100%, man. I
I don't want to hit home run with every trade I take.
Yeah, look how much my charts have changed. Oh, I didn't play too far back. But yeah, it's cool to be able to look back and see how much your charts have changed. I don't post on here anymore, but it's see you go. 2020 I started using fibs a lot more. It's annoying that I can't see how these would have played though. But yeah, usually it plays the chart. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, that wasn't a very good one. There you go. Now we can see how these are going. Let's have a look here. Oh, no, only some of them will play. That's Goldie looking. Goldie's still pushing down here. You start getting reactions from down here, amazing. Oh, look at that. Great trade.
We are approaching the 4 hours low.
Yeah, let's get rid of this now. Yeah, so Owlie's grabbing all these lows, which is nice. Oh, the 1 to 20 risk reward phase. Yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. I mean, you can catch a 1 to 20 risk reward, but what they don't tell you is they're not holding full. Yeah, you know, you ain't risking 1% and making 20% on that 120 risk reward. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
That's what they don't tell you. They just show you the risk reward, and you're like, "Fuck, man! If I catch one of these, I can make 50% or 15%." No one is holding 1% risk
After
for a
all-
15 RR.
After all, it's 0.01.
Yeah, then hide your lot size. Yeah, I don't even hold. I wouldn't even really hold. You know, max I would hold these days is like full. Is like one to 3. You know, as soon as I hit like a 1 to 3 risk reward, you know, I'm already taking like 80%. I used to do that. I used to do the, you know, average like minimum like 1 to 5 risk rewards, and you know I had great success with it. But I wanted a higher win rate.
With SMC, I used to do minimum 1:5.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Minimum 1 to 5 is crazy. Yeah, you just think, well, I only need 2 of these a month, and I'll make great returns. It's like, yeah, man, good fucking luck.
Then I understood like with the higher risk reward comes the lower win rate.
Mhm. Yeah.
Never seen a person with a 1:10 RR and 90% win rate.
Nah,
Not possible.
no way, man, no way.
Full position not possible.
Nah. No way. So gold actually had a nice little. See, I was talking about that little third drive. It's not worth me shorting, but it had a nice little dip down off there. But we're seeing some volume here, which is good. We're only like half an hour into what our normal London session would be, so this is good. Got a nice little double. Let me do it on the currency chart to make sure we actually have a double top up there. Yeah, nice. So as soon as you start finding some support on gold, you're going to look for this to see if you can come and grab the highs here. Excuse me.
It's pretty much at support right now, you could say.
Yeah, I think so, man.
Like, not the ruiner, but it's sort of starting to bounce off.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. It's a level where you can start to bounce. I agree, man.
Goldie.
Come on, Goldie. Goldie.
Aaron, what broker do you use for your personal on the forex broker?
I use Blueberry Markets, man.
Are you still with them?
Yeah, I've had an account for them for a long time now, man. I just chucked in some money recently, just to have a little play around with the. I wanna do a like, I wanna document like kind of growing a small account and show that you don't need like huge amounts to be able to make like good money in trading. But with futures you need a little bit more leverage, so it's difficult to have a smaller account. So I did this one with Blueberry, you know, in the past 2 weeks, you know, you only using 0.5 lots. The account's up like 2,700. That's only using 0.5 lots.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not using any more than that. The account's already at like 10,600.
What was your deposit? 10?
No, so I started on I started slowly. So I started with like 1,000, and I just slowly started depositing more, so I could leverage a little bit more. And now it's up to all in all had deposit like around 7,000. Now it's up to like 10,600. Oh, there you go. So you just wicked out these lows. Failed to close below here. This is nice. How's that 15 just closed? It's an instant top wick. Nice. So we're starting to find some support here on gold, which is good. This is what we want to see. So you just wicked out them lows. You're already having a nice little reaction here. It's an instant top wick. So I think you may I'd like to see us spike down a little bit more. I would have wanted to see more of a bottom wick before having this retracement. Let me make this the 5-minute chart. I used to aim for 1 to 10 minimum in hindsight and just back test. I got like jump in real charts and get dismembered alive. Yeah. Minimum 1 to 10 is fucking crazy. And you start thinking to yourself, well, if I just catch one of these, this actually 5 minutes looking nice. You start thinking to yourself, well, if I just catch one of these a month, you know, I'll be sorted. It's like the win rate and the probability is so low. And you know, the charts don't give a fuck about your risk to reward. So you end up trading your risk to reward more than you do the charts. If you get a strong 5 closer, you never know, you may just bounce from here because you've wicked out all of these lows. And you may leave this low open for later on. So let's see how this 5 closes. That's a pretty big rejection there. Had an instant reaction up.
Yeah, we're really like on a 10 tick candle pretty much.
Yeah, we're getting some volume. Which is good. I want to see some volume. Oh man. I took the entry on the 5-minute flip. Yeah, nice man, nice. Yeah, that's what you want. So you got it here. I'm already managing. Yeah, so up into these highs, yeah, you got a nice 20 here. Because you did actually have, it's a very, very small, but it is a technical, you know, Morningstar there. Initial rejection, wicked out the lows, retest, and there's the push. It's very, very tight, but would it move to be, yeah, I personally would, man. I personally would. Just because you're grabbing previous 15 highs, you got no real bottom wick on this 30. You're already coming up into some resistance. It's a very small range, you know. It's probably not worth taking partials, but if I got that, yeah, I personally would be managing. Because you can see this 30 is back at this resistance here, this along here, sorry. And you're just grabbing previous 15 highs with no real bottom wick. So could this be a big top wick to flip bearish? It's possible. So you want to be, yeah, you want to be taking something off. I need some paracetamol. I got man flu. One moment, let me just put the fan on. It's getting hot in here. But unemployment claims is a pretty normal time now. It's not too crazy late like FOMC yesterday, so you may still get some plays later on. Ideally, what you like to see before news like that is you like to see lots of liquidity left, which is currently the most is up at these highs. Jump the gun? Nah, not at all, man. No, it was good. That was good, man. That was what you want. Wicked out the lows, respected support, tiny little bottom wick, break the high. Yeah, that's great, man. That's what you want. I'm only just personally staying a little bit more patient because the 30 is so choppy, but it's definitely valid for sure. Definitely valid, man. So 5 minutes just closed nice and strong there. There's no bottom wick on the GC. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's why it's good just to go off the currency, because it did actually have a little bottom wick. Futures chart open, it instantly pushed up. So man, ignore the futures chart. Just go off the currency. That's why it can be so confusing sometimes. You never know, that might be the bounce. That might be the bounce when we grab the highs, to be honest. It's looking like it is. Look at that, 20 ticks already. Getting some volume finally. So if you can respect this resistance and give a quick bottom weight, that's going to be a scalp. But I'm not going to be surprised if this just keeps pushing. You're finally getting some volume now. What do you have? 5 ticks into the highs. Took a lot off here. Yeah, good man. Yeah, you're probably gonna smash through these highs now. I would definitely hold some partials because you're gonna at least grab these highs now. It's gonna be an easy target to spike out these highs because anyone who is shorting here is gonna be trying to do something like this. So the likelihood of you wicking out these highs is very, very probable. As long as you've taken some money, then amazing, man. Good morning, Ross. What's going on, man? I mean, if you can get a bottom wick on this next 5, then sure. I was in profit so much that if it went back to breaking and blow my account. Apex trading threshold rules. Oh man, Apex is fucking. Their drawdown rules, that's so stupid that if that came back to break even, that would be a rule violation. That makes no sense. That's fucking crazy, honestly. It's so crazy. That honestly is the craziest rule I've ever heard. How long have we got to this? 1 more minute, this 5's going to close here. If we get an instant bottom wick, you know it's going to be a pretty easy buy. So get ready for it. Get ready for it. But you may just spike them out. I'm hoping we get a pretty steep and quick bottom wick here. So if you quickly wick down, grab previous 5-minute low, that's going to be a nice level to buy at. Stops below this low. So let me just mark it on. Let me just. I personally will, if I do take this, I personally will still be just going in half risk. So if you get buys from here, break even point 11 ticks, potential for 30, it's kind of worth it to me. Bottom wick though, oh, don't be in it. Gold. Why do you do this to us? Retail is about to jump in shorts. Yeah, 100%, man. I agree. More retail jump in shorts here, the more likely I want to see this spike up. But don't just do it straight away. Don't. Be good to us, Goldie. Be good to us. So you have a top wick now. It's not ideal because you don't really want to take the break of the high now. It's not going to be worth it. But you know, if you still get the retracement, why along here? I missed it. Just because, man, anyone who is shorting here right now is going to be shorting here stop loss above this high. So you want to be buying up into that liquidity. And the only place where it would be worth it is anywhere below this previous 5-minute low. Anywhere down in this region is the only place where it's going to be worth it. Well, this is the last 5 of the 15. Or is the 15 going to give a bottom wick? I don't want to hesitate too much. But I personally, like I say, if I take a position here, I'll tell you guys, and it will only be half risk. I don't want to expose myself too much before that news. Here you go. So you're just grabbing the low. 15's not looking great. Let me just see how you're gonna react here. So the 15's looking pretty steep here. Do, 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 do. 4, 2, 3, 9. Let me see. So I'm gonna wait for some rejection here, just because it's the last 5 of the 15. You know, even if this 15 is gonna spike up, you know, it's gonna give a bottom wick first. Looks like a liquidity grab to go short, grab previous highs. Yeah, it hasn't grabbed this here though. You have the main liquidity reason is up here. All of this, because again you're now respecting again the third touch of this trend line. Now you've actually tapped this 4 times. Is there a reason your NAS is in your top left? Yeah. This chart up here is just for anything else, man. I'm only trading gold here, 30, 15, and 5, and this chart's just for analyzing and watching anything else. Be NAS, pound futures, yeah, anything else. I use this chart for here, man. But I'm only really using these 3 here. It's a pretty heavy reaction here. Retails are making bank today. Retail's making some bank today. Galacto keeps off. Yeah, good shout, man. I wait. What did you hit? I would have been inclined to not, to be honest. But what did you hit? Yeah, he hit 20. Yeah, he hit 20 ticks. That's great. Yeah. I'd be very surprised if this doesn't spike out these highs. But hold like, you know, a little bit of a runner for sure. Excuse me. Hey, look at this 15 now. But you're right, you did grab these highs. We still haven't grabbed this resistance, so this is still leaving. You know, if we now come and grab the lows, then you're going to be leaving a lot of liquidity for later on. Let's see, 5 minutes can close in 30 seconds here. I'm glad I didn't jump the gun too early on these longs, because this 5 minute would be scaring me out right now. Still holding 2 contracts, not enough to make my account better breaking. Yeah. Yeah, holding 2 contracts in that scenario now, man, was great. Regardless of if this now gets you a break even on, that was a great shout to hold some partials there, man. So 5 minutes just closed with no bottom wick. If you grab previous 15, you know, you still have opportunity here. Oh man. So this has no bottom wick now, which is nice. If you can grab, excuse me, if you can grab previous lows, you know, I'm still looking for this. So if you take the break of the 5 high, stop loss will be down here. About no end. I'll tell you guys when I put the orders in. Oh man, I have a serious case of man flu here.
Who's been doing the retest recently?
Yeah, a lot, man, a lot. Been doing it a lot.
It's to break even for us.
Yeah.
And then boom.
It hasn't. You haven't grabbed previous 15 lows yet, so I wouldn't be putting this order in just yet. You want to see at least as well. I mean, unless you did on the currency chart, but I don't think you did.
But still grab those 4-hour lows, previous 4-hour lows.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. But we're only 46 minutes into what our normal session would be here, so we're still going to stick around here. We've got plenty of time here. I've been watching this all damn day. I think went too early. Did you, as in you already took a trade, Jake? Or you've been watching to take one? I was about to buy the rally. Glad I'm watching live. Yeah, good man. Yeah, good man. You want to. The only reason I didn't buy it here, it's not a bad place to buy it, but if you bought here, the 15 still has to create a bottom wick, so you then have to sort of go sit in drawdown. So you're best just to wait. When it's the last 5 minutes of the 15, you're best just to wait for the 15 to close, because you're gonna have to then survive the next top or bottom wick. So it's best just to wait for that to come in, because you get a better entry. And this got. Oh, sorry. Let me have a look, man. Ooh, you got a very nice buy there. Where did you get? Oh, you got long off that 5 minutes as well, yeah. Yeah, that was so you got it off there as well, which was a great liquidity grab because you grabbed all these lows. You grabbed that double bottom, and as soon as you spike out that resistance, you're already getting 20 ticks. Yeah, you'd be taking some partials. So if gold keeps dropping from here, this liquidity is likely gonna see unemployment claims come out weaker for the US dollar, and you may see this push higher. If you leave all of this, at some point these are all gonna get swiped. But yeah, you're right. You're just grabbing previous 15 lows now. So if you all of a sudden now start flipping bullish, then amazing. Now I can consider longs. But you want to wait for this 5 to close. 30 closing. 30's gonna close in 11 minutes. You can take a trade before that though. You got plenty of time there. Excuse me. Are you gonna stay on longer than 6? Yeah, I will, man. As long as this volume continues, I'll be sticking around till normal. 9 a.m. London time. I've just been jumping on a little bit early because I'm here. I'm at home anyway at that time. So sometimes London gives some good moves around 6 a.m. So I may even continue to stay on for like 3 hours, as long as there's volume. If I'm going to be sat here anyway, I'll sit on with you guys. So there you go. Just wicked out previous lows there, starting to have a pretty nice reaction already. So this looked incredibly bearish. Anyone jumping in shorts is straight back to drawdown. You had no bottom wick on this 5, so no real downside range now. You grab previous lows, so it's still a nice place to jump in longs up into these highs. I'm just going to spice and close in 20 seconds. If you get an instant bottom wick, you got potential. I'm going short until 1961. 1961. Is that on the futures chart or the currency chart? I assume it's probably currency chart. So 5 minutes just closed bearish, instant top wick.
Go on, 20 contracts.
Full margin.
Today is the day to try your new contract size.
Today is the week. NFP unemployment claims. Do it. That's what that voice tells you in your head. This is the week to go all in.
Then your account tells you, don't do it.
Currency shortened into 1961. You've got quite a while yet. Let me see. 1961. I'd be surprised if it came down anytime soon. You're gonna get a lot of barriers before that. 1961 is very, 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 very far away. Maybe eventually, but it would take a long time. It would have to have a pretty steep fundamental change to give such a reason to have a big change just yet. And this is quite far away, you know. The monthly could spike up a lot more before that comes in. I'm in on 1984.49, 1984.49. That's the 5 looking here. Gold teased us with some volume up and then volume straight back down. I want to see it continue. 84.49, 84.49. Let me have a look. 84.49. Is that longs or shorts? Yeah, and someone in Discord as well just posted the range we're actually stuck. You know, it's so easy to get to watch this 5 minute, but man, look at this hourly. Alright guys, let me go to the toilet, 2 seconds. Sorry, man. Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, any retail traders who are trying to short this are definitely trying to do something like this. So if we can buy into their liquidity, amazing. But my also, can you hear me now? Let me see. Is it back? I think it's back. Yeah. Also, my concern is getting stuck in a trade that just goes sideways and you spend the rest of the day trying to get out of it and mentally blow up. It's my only concern. Yes, you're back there. Cool. Thank you, man. But let's see.
I'm waiting if we grab those 4-hour lows and take the trend line out. Else, nothing over here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, very close to it, yeah. Yeah, 4 hour potential dip and lower. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to zoom out a bit. Because it's so easy just to watch this 5 minute and be like, oh my god, you get an amazing volume here. If you zoom out, it's like, fuck man, we're just in this range. Should I be looking for break even? Yeah, well, 5 minutes close. Depends where your entry is, man. Where is your entry? Like down here? If your entry's down here, yeah, you can probably go break even now. I mean, buying up into these highs up here. It's just so damn choppy. Five minute did close bullish though. Holy shit.
5
Yeah, I'm not looking for a trade. I'm definitely looking for a trade. But like I say, these are the days where you take that trade, and then you get stuck in it, and you honestly you spend the rest of the day beating yourself up and trying to get out of it at a minimal loss. And then you start revenge trading. Nasdaq's had some pretty nice volume this morning though. Wow, we trading Nasdaq in London. You're gonna get this hourly close in 3 minutes as well. Oh man. Man, my desk is just fucking full of tissues. What the hell? What the fuck is going on here? See if that 30-minute close bullish. Can we consider bullish? Yeah, absolutely. So there's all we want to now see. Yeah, we want to see this 30 close strong, and then have a nice bottom wick, and then drive it higher. That's all we really need to see here now. Like, you know, just kind of break like back above like this little minor level here. Close back above there, and then you got a nice range. You've broken back above this level to drive up into like 20 ticks. I say nice range, not a nice range, but it's a tradable range. Thank you around the previous highs. Yeah, you just grab them highs now. Hit a big dip back down, broke back above bottom wick, pushing higher, and that's just having some probably some nicer moves. Morning star, bottom wick, ripping higher. Oh man. I've only taken like 2 trades this whole week. I haven't taken a lot. I haven't really taken much this week.
Yeah, still you made like 100k.
100k, I wish. I wish. There you go, there's that push. Descending triangle pattern nearly finished the end. Price makers move soon, yeah. Probably gonna see it push. Yeah, there you go. You don't need one. Yeah, it's all been a lot at night, man. Yeah, I didn't get the sell off yesterday. This sell off here, because I was starting to get sick like I have now. But this was a nice little dip. Yeah, I mean I got the buys on Monday, which is probably like, I think I got like 60 ticks of the buys on Monday, of this push. I have like average from someone around here. I had like that push, and I haven't really taken much other than that. $50 seconds. If you now get an instant bottom wick, now this 5 minutes closing bullish, I'm going to take this trade, because now you got a nice bounce here. So if you get if you close like this and an instant bottom wick now, I'm going to be buying this. There's no reason for it to need to come anywhere near like these lows now. And there you go, now that 30 is about to close bullish now as well. Yeah, good swap, man. So 30 goes bullish, bearish, now reclosing back bullish. Hourly's grabbed all these lows. So if you get a quick bottom hourly wick, where would it have to be minimum to be worth it? Yeah, 13 ticks, yeah. Anywhere down here. Stop loss below previous. Ideally buying up into these highs up here. It's taking a sweet ass time, but we're getting there. Oh, there you go, right there. Let me see if I get some time. So how's that? Let me see, what's this looking like? I haven't taken it yet. Can I take the break of the high? Is that worth the risk? Yeah. Yeah, alright, cool. If this 5 minute, I'm going to have a buy stop on the break of this current 5. If this 5 flips bullish, we may see this drive. So I'm going to have a buy on the break of this current 5. I'm not taking the retest entry. It's too rangy. I want to see us grab these 5 minute lows and then reflip back bullish. To be honest, I would like to see this grab before it flips here, to be honest. Are you going to do it? If you grab these lows and then start to flip, I may even put in full risk. Break even point will be here. Target is mainly up here. I really want to see this low grabbed. If we don't grab this low, Actually, I'm gonna cancel this. Sorry, ignore me. I've cancelled. I need to see this low grab now because now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute lows that you haven't grabbed. So this could easily create a top wick and then come down. I really need to see these lows grabbed. So I have cancelled that order. I need to see these lows grabbed. If we grab these lows, I'll put this in full risk. Let me just change my contract size just in case.
Financial advice, sir?
No. This is purely entertainment demo funds. So we only trade demo funds. Go on, wick out them lows, Goldie. It hasn't grabbed any 5-minute lows for all of this, so I need to see these get grabbed. This is a nice bottom wick on this 15, so if you can just wick down that little bit more. Let me just quickly check. I don't think it has, but let me just quickly check. No, cool.
On futures, it's a double bottom on the 5-minute.
Yeah.
With the previous candle.
So if we can wick that, amazing. You in? No, I'm not in yet, man. Not yet. I want to see these lows grabbed first. I did have a half risk buy order, but I've cancelled it. I want to see these lows grabbed first. You've come too close to these lows to not grab them now. Did you actually already create a little top wick there? Yeah, you did actually, which is nice. And as soon as you do grab that low, your stop loss will just be below that low. You don't want to put in your stop till it's actually flipped. I've cancelled for now. Who said that? All right, that was a sign. 100 contracts. Today is the day. So it's flipping. If you did keep the order, you would have been just tagged. Probably would have just been wicked in there. I'm not in this just yet. I want to see them lows get grabbed. Let me just move this out of the way. I was lucky to spot that because I would have got tagged in. And like I say, it's going to quickly create top wick and then grab the lows. Then you go sit in drawdown. So you may as well wait for it to now grab these lows to then go bullish. Let me turn that fan off. I think we're just getting more. Is this normally now what, London open now as well? 8 AM London time? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go. Come on, give it a little bit more, Goldie. Order at 1982. Yeah, well mine's on the futures chart, so the futures chart is more of a top wick now, which is nice. So my order on the futures chart, it's not in just yet, but my order on the futures chart, if we grab these lows, is going to be at 93.3. 93.3 is going to be my order on the futures chart. See this 5 minutes not flipping bullish. So if this next 5 can wick out the lows, amazing. I'm just going to fucking buy it. So you got 20 seconds. This is the reason I cancelled. You would have got just tagged in there and straight into drawdown.
Ton of patience today.
Yeah, man. 13 seconds. So if no lows are grabbed, it's at least last low. Yeah, pretty much right. Yeah, it's always going to grab like some previous intraday 5-minute highs or lows. So when it comes this close to it, it's basically a double bottom. So it's going to wick it out a little bit more. Same as on this, you know, like on this 30, you hadn't grabbed any lows for the past 1, 2, 3. That's the reason I'd marked them out. And now you've wicked them out. There you go. So there's a top wick. An instant top wick. Oh, why have I got 2 5-minute charts on? 15.
Wow.
Oh, don't do it, Goldie. Yeah, you're creating. You are creating so much liquidity at these highs. At any point, you're probably going to see this push pretty hard. If we can just wick out these lows, I really want to buy this. You're bouncing off this trend line so much that the amount of retail traders that'll be shorting this right now is crazy. If we can wick out these lows, amazing. Now the buy order is going to be the break of the current high at 1993.4. There you go, cool. Now my buy stop is going in at 1993.4. If this 5 can flip bullish, amazing. Wait, let's not put in just yet. Let's wait. If we get some rejections here, the buy order is going to be at 93.4. Which is the break of its own high. And risk is going to be around that second touch. Stop loss will just be below this current low as well.
Are you going in 5 contracts or 10?
I'm gonna go in full, to be honest, man. I think if this can flip, it's gonna have a nice drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in full risk, man. Yeah, and I'm only really gonna be risking this current 5 low, so it's gonna be pretty tight. Yeah. If this 5 minute closes below this low though, it's not ready. But yeah, 6 touches. Yeah, what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches of this trend line. This trend line at some point today is gonna get absolutely smashed. And it's gonna be pretty aggressive as well. But that was a good reason why we didn't put the buy order then now. We would have put that buy order in then now there and been straight into drawdown. But because we didn't grab these 5 minute lows, that's why I didn't put in the order. Because it's basically a double bottom. Now you've grabbed the double bottom, so now if you can re-break its own high, you're going to see a nice push. But that was a good way to stay patient here. We'd have got into instant drawdown. I'm in 92.8. Ideally for the sell, for the buyers at 96.1 inside liquidity. Yeah. I'm just waiting. The 5 minutes still it's still very, very choppy. I wanna see signs of volume. You know, we have had some nice pushes here. The thing is, even though this is a very, very small range, it's still actually like, what's this? From these lows to these highs, still 20 ticks, which is actually not bad. If this 5 minute closes bearish though, there'll be no buys yet. Anyway, you have to wait for the 30. You know, 30 basically now has a double bottom as well, so you may even come and grab them. Who knows? But this is a my ears. This is an hourly bottom wick as well. So the buy order that we will be taking, if we do take it, will be the break of the hourly highs. And if you come and grab these highs, you never know, you could spike up pretty nicely. So I'm only gonna be looking for the break of the hourly highs, which is above here. If this 5 minute closes bearish, you know, you may even just see it either range or come down a little bit more. But we didn't jump the gun there, so we ain't sitting in any drawdown. We ain't taking any losses. So patience pays. Patience pays. And if you didn't spot that price always has to come and grab previous 5 minute lows, you probably would have got tagged into an instant loss there. So you have to understand that price is always going to come and grab some previous 5 minute lows. Same as here on the 30 now, you know, these lows here may become liquidity lows now. You're still just, you know, stuck in this little range. But it is a nice area to buy. All of this support is a nice area to buy to spike out all this resistance here. Like I said, at some point today, whether it happens now or whether it takes until FOMC, the likelihood of you seeing this trend line get spiked out pretty aggressively is a pretty high probability. Because this is retail heaven to short this trend line. I mean, retail making bank this morning. Three seconds to this 5 is going to close. Close and below previous low. You can probably spike down a little bit more. You may have to wait for the flip of the 15. Is that an instant top wick as well? Is there no bottom wick there? Fucking hell, gold. Is that 5 minute liquidity rule only in ranges? No, not in ranges. In all moves, to be honest, man. In all moves. If you're going to see a nice continuation run up high, you're always going to come and grab some previous 5 minute lows. You know, where's an example? There's a huge amount of volume, you know, it'll keep pushing, but then at some point, you know, don't jump the gun. It's going to grab the lows and then it's going to have that continuation. And that's how, you know, if you get buys from like somewhere down here, you trail below each 5 minute lows as well. Sometimes it can just run. So you don't have to go, you know, if you get buys from here, you don't have to go sit and draw down through this before getting the continuation. You can trail before 5 lows and it comes and grabs them. Then you'll be looking for the next buying opportunity. But if there's a huge amount of volume, sometimes it can just keep pushing. Like here, you know, if you got buys in this, you didn't grab any 5-minute lows for all of this push until you got to this point here. If you want to trade on 30-minute time, I'm looking to work out. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was. So if I make this 30 chart a little bit bigger, we got a time on gold. It's okay. So you see here, this little push up here, you didn't grab this low, this low didn't grab this low didn't grab this low. So these lows become liquidity lows. So you don't take buys here because you know there's liquidity in this previous low and this low. And by liquidity, I just mean buyers sitting below these levels. So you got orders sitting below these levels. So at some point, you're gonna at least grab these. So you just get better buying opportunities. You're not gonna take buys from here when you know the likelihood of price coming down to grab previous 30 highs before a real push up is likely. So you just wait for them to get grabbed, and then you can be looking for that push. Say it happens on any time frame. Whenever you see something like this though, like 4 or 5 candles where it just hasn't grabbed any lows, it's such a nice buying trading into opportunity.
All right, I'm out. See you.
All right, man. Enjoy, man. Oh, is this 15 gonna flip? You may have to take it on the break of the 15 highs here. I got to head out. Have a good night, bro. Enjoy your rally. Appreciate you tuning in, man. See you next time. So this is the hourly high. So as soon as you start breaking this, this is one big bottom wick on the hourly to reflip back bullish. So you're buying on the break of this high and managing risk up here. What time is it? 15:15. So you're 15 minutes until London open here. Let me just, so 5 minutes choppy, you may have to take this based off the 30. Bam, out in 15. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, I'm not really watching this 5 minutes. 5 minutes too choppy here. There's the 15's looking nice. Well, not nice, but nice-ish. Nicer than the 5 anyway. Because you can see here now, like, you know, basically what I was just talking about, but to the highs, we still haven't grabbed any previous 15-minute highs for this whole push down. So all of these highs now become liquidity highs. See here? Same as the lows. You didn't grab any of these, so you're very likely going to spike out a lot of these highs here. Oh man, I'm fucking blocked up the shit. Ninja trades for S&P as well as Family Gold Strat. I like to do a lot of trading EU and USD CAD. We could join after in December. Absolutely, man. It'd be great to have you in. Yeah, it happens on all of them. If you trade for S&P, do you mean S&P as in like ES, the S&P futures? If you do mean that, then yeah, absolutely. But if you trade EU, this will happen on EU just as much as gold, just as much. Every single day, multiple times a day. EU is a very manipulated pair as well to do stuff like this. So we have a look at the Euro futures, which is basically just Euro USD. How do we got to this 5 close? 15 has just closed, so you still haven't grabbed any highs now. 15 wicking out the highs, bullish, doji. Man, the volume is really bad today. But yeah, you look at the Euro futures, you get same thing. You get double bottom, people jump in longs here, stop loss below that low, you wick out the lows, you have the real move. Any single time, you know. See this whole move down here? You didn't really grab any highs. So coming into this news today, I don't trade EU, but coming into this news today, it's a very interesting high. You got no bottom wick on this 5, so I can't jump in this just yet. See, before this move down, you wicked out previous highs. Amazing, that's the liquidity grab, and there's the real move. Before this push down, you didn't really grab the highs. So you're going to come and wick out all them highs on EU as possible. Very, very possible. Gold, how many times do you want to touch this trend line? Seriously. So you grab a previous 15. If you had a bottom wick here, you could look for this buy. This is the flip of the hourly. There's no bottom wick on this 5, so I can't jump in this just yet, unfortunately. I really want to buy this, but it just doesn't make sense just yet. It's too choppy. And you see as well what USD CAD. Oh yeah, we had a look at USD CAD before, yeah. Well, USD CAD's nice now. Now USD CAD's come up. That's a very wonky line. Wicked out the highs and pushed down. So you got USD CAD wicking out the highs with a nice double bottom down there. I think we must have analysed USD CAD before. Yeah, no, gold may push from here, but I'm not a fan of this trade. I'm not a fan of this trade. I'm just not a fan of the volume. You know, you may see this run up these highs pretty easily here, but I just don't like this volume, man. I really don't. So now you grab all these previous 15 highs that we just spoke about. Man flu's ruining my thought process here, I think. So you're breaking hourly highs, so the hourly break of the highs was above this high here. So if anyone does want to take it, you can take it. You get a quick little bottom wick in the next five, but it's just not really. It's not the cleanest of trades for me, personally. I'm not a fan of this. Although I think it's going to completely run all these highs, I don't think it's my trade. Oh, man. Thing is as well, you know, when you're scalping gold, if you're scalping gold, you know, you're going for like 15, 20, 30 ticks. You have to ask yourself, how long do you want that to take? Do you want to sit in a trade for an hour just to make 15 ticks? Hell no, you can make that in 1 5 minute when there's good volume. There's nothing worse than getting stuck in a trade that goes sideways. That's one of the main reasons I'm not jumping in this. I don't want to get stuck in a trade that goes sideways. And we create a double top. You're finally starting to break out this trend line. Excuse me. No, I have to go to fucking bed after this. I don't know if I'll make it. What time is unemployment claims? Brisbane time. Still got like 6 hours or something. These London clock changes have made my session even later. What time is it? 4 AM, 4:20 in New York time. So 5 minutes finally broken out. If you get a retest of the trend line, you know it's possible, but it's already the move. If anyone did take the break of the alley highs, you want to have to manage soon as well. As soon as you start grabbing this high here, that's where you want to be going break even. It's probably not worth securing partials. It's less than 10. It's just about 10 pips. I personally wouldn't take any partials at 10 pips. You'd want to run it up into here. But as soon as you do grab these highs, you do have to start to manage your risk, because you never know. You could grab these highs and then come and grab these lows. So if you don't manage risk as soon as you grab these highs, then you're trying to predict too much. Goldie. But yeah, look at this hourly on gold. If we get off this 5 minute for a second, here's what you're working with this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of bodies closing with less than 5 ticks, which is insane on the hourly time frame. Oh man, I need a lemsip. I need to go make a fucking lemsip. That's what I need to do. But yeah, the whole reason for, like, you know, wanting this buy up is literally for the simple fact that any retail trader who trades trendlines is trying to do something like this, and they're probably sitting in a little bit of drawdown right now. You know, they're entering more positions, and before you know it, this is why you see this whole move grabbed. At least these highs. You see this initial reaction, I think amazing. We've cracked it, and now they're straight into drawdown. Whenever you see price bouncing off a trend line, you want to be buying up into that. So I'd want to be buying from like anywhere down here. If it's clean price action, buy into where most people are trying to sell, and that's your trade for the day. It's a shame it was so messy, but that's the way you want to be trading trend lines. You don't want to be trading trend lines the way the books tell you to trade trend lines. You want to be trading trend lines into the opposite of what most people are trying to do, and you have a very high win rate just doing that alone. I made a whole video on trendline liquidity as well, with real examples of positions we've taken. I would have loved to have taken this trade, but it's just not that clean. Where is it? For you guys on YouTube, remember, drop a like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 10k by the end of the year. We'll get there. Where's the trendline video? Trendline. I put it as futures, but it doesn't matter if you don't trade futures. It's the same thing. Where is it? Options. Share. Yeah. It does the exact same thing, man. If you trade the S&P, the only time that it won't grab previous highs or lows like we're doing here is if Nasdaq's already done it. There's very key correlation between Nasdaq and S&P. If you trade S&P, you have to be watching the Nasdaq, because sometimes, you know, you may be waiting for S&P to grab a double bottom, but the Nasdaq's already grabbed it, so the S&P doesn't have to. That's the only time that it won't work. So you have to watch that correlation. Again, I think I've done a whole video on that as well, but yeah, that correlation is very, very important. Look at this volume. 16 seconds here on Goldie. Oh man, fucking hell. There you go, spiking at all them highs now. I was about to say if we can quickly grab these lows, you can scalp it, but it's not going to give it. TP1 hit, stop loss just above entry. Good man. Yeah, good buys. Good buys. You're going to spike up these highs pretty comfortably now. Wick out when it goes trendline. Check this one out, man. Give this one a watch. But essentially, you know, very, very likely, if you see price bouncing off a third touch of a trend line, most retail traders will short the third touch and put their stop loss just above the second. So the second touch becomes the liquidity grab. It happened again this week on gold. And it was a very nice short. I'll show you right here. Like this. So you bounce off this third touch. Let me see. I mean, that should have been a worthwhile bounce. You bounce off this third touch. Retail traders put their stop loss just below the second, looking for this huge swing play up, and then the retail traders get grabbed. Exactly the same thing I'm doing on the 5 minute here, on a much nicer time frame. So at any point, your trade and your job is shorting into that liquidity. So this was previous daily highs. You grab previous daily highs. You short into that second touch. That's the liquidity level. It's 300 pips. So you can do this on the 5 minute. You can do this on the hourly. You can do this on the daily. Happens on every single time frame. And that's all. And that's all you're really doing here. It's just there's low volume today, so it's taking a lot longer than what it should. But that's it. The textbook says to you, when you see a third touch of a trend line, you go short and you put your stop loss just above the second, and all retail traders wonder why they don't succeed in this game. And the more times you bounce around it like this, the more people just load up shorts. They load up shorts. You know, they're still sitting in drawdown. They're loading up even more shorts now, and before you know it, it's just going to rip these highs. It's going to absolutely rip them. I think you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that 4 hour close soon on gold. How's the 4 hour looking? So dead, man. So dead. 4 hourly time frame here on gold though. See what I was saying about the 30? Same as the 4 hour. You haven't grabbed previous 4 hour lows for quite a while. So the likelihood of price wicking out previous 4 hour lows now becomes quite high. I'm at 14 ticks profit. Amazing, man. Good job. 14 ticks on a day like today is great, man. More retail jumping in now. Yeah, exactly the same again. More retail traders just get emotional. You know, they short it here, they go into drawdown, they short again. They revenge trade this, and before you know it, it's gonna have a big spike up. So, you know, you can still be buying up into that. I just don't like the lack of volume. Would you look for buys if we get the pullback? Yeah, you definitely can. If it was a normal day, not unemployment claims and NFP tomorrow, I would already be in this. So I want to be buying from down here. As soon as you see this rejection, like a fourth touch, come down into level of support, you know, I'll be buying. I'd be buying here on this flip. But it's only because there's such low volume that you've seen this reaction again. Usually you'd bounce from here and just have a pretty steep drive, because there's a nice liquidity grab, reflips back bullish. You'd normally see it drive from here. But because there's such little volume, you're just kind of in a range. But in normal times, yeah, I would already want to be in. I'd already be in from like somewhere down here. You know, already be out like what 80% and be running up some runners. I agree with drive volume. Yeah, that's the thing. That like I say, that's my only concern. There's nothing I hate more, and I find it more mentally draining in trading and frustrating than being in a trade that just goes profit, loss, profit, loss, profit, loss, and I spend the rest of the day mentally burnt out before unemployment claims has even come in. So although, you know, you could scout the buy up into it, for me personally, it's just not worth the stress. But if you do pull back, like you are now, you know, right now is not a bad buying opportunity. Stop loss somewhere below previous, but I just don't expect it to hit that quick. You know, it should have already wiped it out by now. If there was good volume, you'd already see this be spiked out already. You wouldn't even see any of this retracement in this fucker. You already see it grabbed already. The best trades I've had trading like this strategy of, you know, buying up into trend lines, you know, once it comes back down to here, it hits in like 1 5-minute candle. You know, we've caught one of these moves, and literally within 1 5-minute candle, you spike out like 20 ticks, and that's you done for the day in 1 5-minute. But it's almost taken like an hour to hit like 20 ticks, which is crazy. But it's expected with unemployment claims and NFP tomorrow. That's why I'm just chilling. I'm just kind of watching this on the sidelines. Have you ever traded natural gas? A very long time ago. I haven't looked at natural gas in a very long time. How's it looking? I haven't looked at it in a very long time. Probably back in swing trading days. I've never day traded it, but yeah, I used to look at it back in swing trading days. You know, probably way back. When was the last time I would have looked at it? A long time ago, if I even have any analysis on it. No, I probably watched it, you know, back in these times. had a pretty insane setup though. I've never actually day traded it. Same as oil. I used to love swing trading oil, but I do not like day trading it. Grab previous 5. Yeah, you could buy once it grabs previous 5s here. You know, you'd be managing already. Probably the only nice place I see. But what do you have up into high? 7 ticks. Potential 20. So retailers, as you guys already know, retailers are getting insanely frustrated with why gold won't drop right now, and they're jumping in more shorts, and more shorts, and they're just creeping up into drawdown. Crude is a nightmare for me. I lost so much the first time. Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's not nice to intraday. It's nice to swing, execute off like the hourly and 4 hourly and let it do its thing, but it's not nice to scalp like this. And sometimes it can just go, and it can just go so fast that if you miss it, it can be frustrating. I'm not a huge fan of day trading it. Pair I'm never going back to. Yeah, it's very, very manipulated. Same as when I used to trade Forex, USD CAD was one of my least favorite pairs to trade. I absolutely hated that pair, and I don't know why I traded it for so long, but I lost a lot of money on USD CAD. Well, and gold in the beginning, to be honest. That's because I didn't know risk management, how to properly trade gold. A lot of people hate trading gold, but if you keep gold simple, you go look back at how many times gold just respects the level. Gold can be incredibly simple. The only thing about trading gold is it can make the move at like the last couple of seconds. So gold could look like insanely bullish. You close your position, you're in shorts, you close your shorts, and before you know it, it drops back down. It's the only reason people hate gold so much. The reason I love gold. And people hate gold because most retail traders trade like their textbooks, and they're trying to do shit like this, and then they wonder why they're failing at trading. Each had 30 close as well. So much liquidity at this resistance. Just grab it already, gold. Just spike it out. This is fucking crazy. Are there still tickets for the villa? There's maybe 1 or 2 left. No, it's not necessarily for men only. I believe so far it is only men that have booked, but it's not necessarily just for men. No, not at all. Anyone's more than welcome to join. But I believe it is basically all sold. There may be 1 or 2. Yeah, well, yeah. Wait until it grabs higher, because you may see these highs grabbed as well. I personally wouldn't take too much today. Like if you got buys from like here and up into here, I would take that and be done. Look at this 5, man. Yeah. Or well, you could like if you grab this and you wick it out and close bearish back below this resistance, this is the next liquidity low all the way down here. So at some point, yeah, you're gonna see nice shorts into that as well for sure. So you want to see it wick out these highs, close back bearish, and then have the drive. Look at this 5 minute. When's the flight? It's gonna be in. It's in. Man, I don't even, in May 2024. But I'm gonna do more of them. I want to do at least 2 a year. I want to do at least 2 a year at some point. Yeah. We did it for the first time last year.
Next year.
Absolutely, man. Hell yeah. Every year. Every year. I'm new. What's the villa for? It's the trading retreat that we're doing. I'm hosting a trading retreat in Bali next year. I did the first one last year in Thailand with the guys in the community, and it was incredible. And this year, or next year, 2024, it's going to be in Bali. And like I say, I want to try and do 2 a year.
Here we go.
There you go. Took a sweet ass time. Hello. Took its time, but it finally actually grabbed the highs. Didn't it? What's better, going for a walk or watching gold? That's what I think about gold today, Sammy. Very slow, isn't it? Well, don't do that. Don't do that. Right, that's enough, that's enough. Thank you. Team mascot, yeah. Alright, buddy, that's enough, thank you. Thank you very much for cleaning my face. Gold going to the moon? Or nah? Where's gold going? Need some signals. Nothing. That's what Sammy thinks of gold today. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Sammy's bored of watching gold go sideways as well. Go on, go on, buddy. But yeah, there's that buy. This whole move I knew was coming. It just wasn't worth it for me personally. It's just not worth my time. But that's the whole buy. Like I say, it took what, like almost an hour to hit, like, from this support. 25 ticks for an hour is insane. But good shit. If you guys did take it, good job. Wasn't my trade, but I called it well. But it's a great play. 17 ticks locked in, full TP, done for London session. Good job, man.
Tell them if it's below 10k an hour, we don't take it.
Yeah, too long. Look at this. The nicest buy I see here was actually this one. And it would have got you at break even as well.
Do you know anything about inside bars?
They're just when it closed, like within the, like, here is the inside bar, like within
Like inside bar, let's take a look at the 5-minute candle, like the one
This
which
one?
closed bearish, the one which you were gonna enter but didn't grab the previous buy. Like there's a small bullish candle inside of a full bearish candle.
Yeah.
That's called an inside bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I
No,
don't
no,
know what,
5
like.
minute.
I don't know what the. I don't know how you kind of
I'll mark
trade
it
it.
up.
Oh, there you
Yes,
go.
I'll
There's that.
mark it up.
There's that push on Goldie. If you guys did get it, good job. Very nice call. Retailers are blowing their accounts in them shorts.
Not able to draw. I don't know why. Yeah, right.
I can't see it. Transfer 91.78.
Yeah, this year, the bullish candle right after the full bearish candle.
Yeah. Yeah, where it like engulfs it.
No, not engulfing.
The opposite.
Yes. Yeah, that one. The
Yeah.
one which
Yeah. Yeah, I never really
After
traded it.
like people usually use it as an entry criteria. Like once your target is fixed, so you could take on the break of the high
Yeah.
at the inside bar.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be worth watching for sure. 18 ticks hit. Look at that, guys. You guys got it. Jay got it as well. Good man. Good job. Nicest second entry is break of these lows. Look at that. You already got 23 ticks. We should have taken it. Look at that. Great push. Lovely. Look at that. Yeah, amazing work. Amazing work. I will take it and run away. Yeah, take your money and run. On a day like today, if you did get that, amazing. Take it and run. Yeah, that inside one. Yeah. But that is exactly there. Usually you want it to come in a lot cleaner than that, but that's exactly there how you trade the trendline liquidity. Buying up into where most people are trying to sell, and that's your trade for the day. And like I say, that strategy has a very high win rate, literally just doing that. And there you go, you
What do
just
you
got
think
TP.
of sales? Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's alright, man. It's all good. Yeah, definitely, man. This is the level where you could now come and see these whole loads get grabbed. Yeah, you could see those loads get grabbed. Shame it took so long for these buys. I really like that buys from there.
Yeah, it rejected off that trend line. That's why I went in there.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. That was a great buy. Shame it took so long to get there, but yeah, that was the play.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what guys. If you guys did get it, amazing, good job. That's your trade there. I wouldn't even trade now until you get FOMC. Sorry, unemployment claims. I didn't get it. I personally still haven't taken anything, but
I took a hit on those yesterday, but I caught 2 nice trades today. So the combine, I'm up 2k on the combine now.
good man, good man. That's
But
very nice.
Only 9 days left, so I don't know if I should just go increase the contract sizes from now on.
How many days? Sorry.
9 days left.
9 days until it's gonna roll. Yeah. Well, I would stick to the same for now. Nine days is quite a lot, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't ruin it tomorrow with NFP. Because you'll kick yourself. But next week, you get like pretty much like a full week next week to do it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, just go at it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Is it the 50k challenge?
100.
100k, alright.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's 50,
So the
yeah.
target would be like $6,000, right?
6,000. Yeah.
Yeah. What contract size are you trading at the minute, man? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, this is like the reason why I wanted the 1-to-1
Mm.
next week. I'm using TradeAvate on TradingView, but
Yeah.
So I'm using like the risk calculator on there.
Yeah.
So like depending on how many contracts, so my stop loss size is how many contracts, but on average about 5 contracts.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, 5 contracts is good, man.
But because I still can't get the hang of executing on the DMO on because I know like you guys you place your trade and then place your stop after.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to calculate the risk.
Yeah, so I always just kind of like, well, I always base it off like 10 contracts, and then like I just measure it here. Like if I get buys here, and I put my stop loss in down here, like I know I'm risking like 1,400 with 14 ticks. So if you just do whatever yours is, yeah, and if you do whatever yours is, and then just divide it by like, or times it by 5 if it's for one contract, so like 14 ticks, $140 times 5, that'll be your risk.
Okay. But we can go over that next week in a bit more depth. But
Yeah, absolutely, man, definitely.
yeah, thanks, man.
No worries, man. Thanks, Garen. Definitely leaving it there for the day. No worries. Good job you caught it. Is there a specific time of the day for this? Now, anytime you see gold bouncing or any instrument around the third touch of a trend line where most people are trying to sell, you want to be buying. And that is an incredible buying opportunity. I've made many of different reels about this as well from these live streams. Usually I'd be buying in from like here, and usually, to be honest, when there's good volume, you would see it happen in like in 10 minutes, because when it creates so much liquidity, it spikes it out so quick. But because it was so choppy today, You know, you would have been buying from here, you probably would have got stopped at break even again. You buy here, you probably stopped at break even again, and then it finally comes in. So it took a lot longer than what it normally would today. Bunked room sold out. Yeah, bunked rooms all sold out. Unfortunately, it's like maybe 1 or 2 privates left. But like I say, I'll definitely do more. I'll do more, absolutely. So you go 30-minute looking good. Hold this for long. Yeah. Well, it depends where your entry is. If you got your entry like down here, you know, you don't even be taking partials. If you got your entry like here, you probably wouldn't want to hold, because the likelihood of this 30 coming back down, retesting these highs before pushing higher, or just completely dropping, is likely. You know, you're at least going to come and retest these highs. So I personally would just close like, you know, 80%, 84, 85, 84, 84, 85. Oh yeah, you got it. Oh, you got the one down here. Yeah, sorry, you got it. 81, 85. Yeah, so you got the buys from there. So I would already. So you got it from 4, 5. So right now you're up like 40 ticks. 40 ticks in a day trading scalp is incredible. I would already be out like 90% at 40 ticks. 40 ticks is amazing. Ignore how much it is from a monetary value. 40 ticks, you catch that a day, 2 times a week is amazing. Yeah, you'd even want to close full and just, or like I say, close 90% and trail aggressively. I would only hold a small partial if you got buys from down there. So a great buy, an amazing buy. You know, hold a little runner if you want to, but man, at 40 ticks, I honestly would be probably just closing full. 40 ticks is amazing. But good job to you guys who did take that buy. Like I say, I didn't, but it was a fantastic buy. Shame it took so long, but it was damn beautiful to see the plan playing out again. All based off that trendline liquidity. Oh man. And then goes bearish. Yeah, you could. I wouldn't overtrade too much on a day like today though. The real movers are gonna be probably later on. If you got the buys, I personally would enjoy the profits and wait. But yeah, that's a great example of be buying or selling up into where most retail traders are trying to do something. So you already know 95% of retail traders try and short here, they short here, comes back to entry, they short again, comes back to entry, they go into drawdown, they short even more, and before you know it, boom, spiked out everyone for a very nice buy. You could trade this strategy, buying up into trendline or selling up into trendline liquidity, and literally just trade that if you wanted to, and you could make very good gains just trading that. It's a it's a pretty easy trade. I'd be very surprised if someone can find me a third touch of a trend line that never ended up grabbing the second touch. And in this example, when there's good volume, you even grab the highest touch. You know, usually I'm only buying up into this one, but if it breaks it aggressively like this, then you spike out the next one within like 10 minutes. This has already happened a few times this week on gold. You know, that was the 5-minute one. There was the 30-minute one on Monday. Like this. Basically had 4 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, 5 touches. Again, you know, that rejection there, you know, most retail traders spot trend lines by the time it's too late to trade trend lines. So people even try and buy there, you know, they're doing something like that. And they're getting wicked out. They see this big rejection, they try to jump in longs again. Before you know it, you're already grabbing the second touch. So it's nice. Nice market psychology there. Same again here, you know, you've got it to, I think we spoke about this one as well. You got a trend line coming on down here. Most people short here, you wick out all the liquidity and then you grab the lows. And all you want to be doing is looking when prices even around here and even around here, you want to be selling into where most people are trying to buy. And like I say, you'll make very good returns just trading that. And you can trade it on the hourly, 30-minute, 4-hourly, daily, 5 here. It doesn't really matter. You can trade on any time frame. You know, you look at a textbook of how how to trade trend lines, it'll tell you to buy off a third touch and put your stop loss below the second, and you know, you're going to become an expert trader. There's a very, very low win rate. Anyone who is buying here is probably looking to target the highs up here, grabs previous daily highs, and then drops straight back down. Straight back down. But liquidity levels for today, if you guys on Zoom, I'll let price break out a little bit more. I've been watching these highs up here, but mainly these lows I think are going to get grabbed pretty nicely today. You're going to grab these lows today. Because same thing with the trend lines of support and resistance. People will try and jump in longs here. Stop loss is going to be below this low. Looking for this jackpot trade up. So even if you are going to have that push up, you're very likely going to grab this entire support before then potentially pushing back higher or just dropping lower. But if you take the shorts into that, you're exposed and covered to the fact that anything can happen. But don't trade too close to unemployment claims. It can be pretty volatile today. You could get some pretty significant moves. Oh man. What time is it? 10 to. But if you guys are like me and you didn't take any trades today, that's okay too. I haven't taken any trades today. Take gold for what it is. You know, we were able to call a 5-minute trade in this tiny little shitty range, which is pretty impressive. A lot of people will be waiting for a breakout where you're already in and out. So even in an hourly range, you've just caught like 20, minimum 26, which is amazing. But like I say, if you haven't taken anything, don't think you've missed out. Zoom out. Price has done absolutely nothing. I haven't taken a single trade yet today. I didn't take a trade on the futures account yesterday. I haven't taken a trade on it today yet either. It's easy to see the 5-minute and get insane FOMO and start forcing trades. You know, you start taking buys on this breakout, you don't realize the hourly has done absolutely nothing for the past, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. But yeah, I'm just trying to see what we could seek. You know, usually coming into unemployment claims, you got some clear liquidity levels, but I don't really see any right now. You know, if we had a double bottom here, that'd be nice. You get a nice short. This high wicked out previous highs, so this isn't really. You know, you may come grab this, but it's not a significant liquidity high. So once we get some more price action, I'll probably have to update you guys on Discord where I think we could be going pre-unemployment claims. Because right now, I don't really have any highs. How did yesterday close actually? Yeah, so yesterday closed wicking out lows, showing signs that, you know, you may actually push up. So I guess you could, argument's sake, be watching yesterday's high as a potential liquidity level, which is that one up there. Or you never know. If you come down first and retest this level, then, you know, from here buys up into previous daily highs could be quite nice. I think the only real liquidity levels I've seen right now coming into unemployment claims later on is this downside low here. It's the only real level I see. You're also grabbing these highs here. Hourly's probably going to close back into the range. The only liquidity level I have is to the downside. The downside in this previous daily high. If the daily closes bullish today, you got a nice morning star. Yeah, that's a nice trendline breakout as well. There was a nice trend line there as well. It's only because you've adjusted it now, but yeah, prior to this move up, people would have been looking at, this is why I don't trade trend lines. People would be looking at trend line buy off this level, stop loss down here, breaks the trend line, people jump in shorts, try and short the breakout, and then pushing straight back up. Alright guys, I think I'm going to shoot here. I'm going to wait for some more price action here. It is a lovely buying opportunity today. Like I say, I didn't take it, but it's okay. I'm going to wait for unemployment claims. Hopefully price develops a little bit more and we can start to create more liquidity points. But be watching these lows down here for a potential low to get grabbed before buying up into previous daily highs. But for you guys on Zoom, I'll update you guys with some new levels once we get some more price action. But as it stands right now, if you got the buys, or even if you didn't get the buys, just wait until that news comes out and wait until you get a breakout of this range. The past, like I say, past 9 hours have been very, very choppy. So once we do get that breakout, there's always a trade right around the corner. Doesn't have to be in this range. You'll get a much cleaner setup at some point today. But yeah, I'll let you guys on Zoom go, and I'll update you guys with some new levels soon. So enjoy, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you, man. Bye. Alright, YouTube fam, gonna wrap up there. Great analysis today. Even, in a very tiny range on gold, we still were able to call this very nice move. I personally didn't take it, like I say. The volume was just too low for me. It personally wasn't worth my risk. But if you did catch it, amazing, good job. We caught it very, very well. But I'm gonna wait now. We got unemployment claims later on. Unfortunately, there'll be no stream tomorrow's NFP, but we'll be back to normal next week to do it all over again. If you guys did enjoy the stream, even if you didn't take the trade, if you still took value, I'd appreciate you guys. Drop a little like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And trade safe, be smart. You guys have my levels now. Watch them, watch for the lows, and then potential buys up into previous daily highs. But enjoy, trade safe, and I'll see you guys next week, or actually tomorrow, and I'll release the video about the new Top Set platform. Peace.